Visit us today and get 1 month free exclusively for soccer fans just like you. New York Life, a leader in the insurance and financial services industry for over a century and a half, means continually striving for improvement. We have a history notable for consistent financial strength as well as dynamic innovation. Our mission is to provide financial security and peace of mind through insurance, annuity, and investment products and services. By continuing to be a mutual company, we are uniquely aligned with our customers' needs. New York Life's priority has always been our policy owners' financial well-being. To keep pace with policy owners' needs, the company has launched new products, enhanced product features, expanded quality service, and pioneered new technologies. Breaking new ground is part of the New York Life tradition. Looking to take your marketing to the next level? Go to the agency that helps you reach your goal! Wonder Tree, the official marketing partner of the Lubbock Matadors Soccer Club. Learn more at wondertree.com. For Lubbock's best tacos at Now We Taco and Taqueria, or family-style meal with friends and family alike. Come by 1021 University and see what we're really tacoing about. Joint chiropractic always makes you feel better. Whether it's improving your back and neck pain, improving your sleep, or reducing your headaches, the Joint Chiropractic helps you adjust to everyday life. Visit any of our Lubbock locations and receive your initial consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. No appointments, no insurance necessary, and we are open evenings and weekends. Visit thejoint.com/Lubbock. You're back in the game, baby.
We're at 2 o'clock last night.
Fans, if you're not familiar with the Bozos, that's our supporter group making their way into the stadium. They're here to help encourage you to cheer on your Lubbock Matadors. Give them a big round of applause and show them your support. Orange Theory Fitness is the official fitness center of the Lubbock Matadors. We are a heart rate-based group workout that combines science, technology, and expert coaching to help members live a longer, more vibrant life. Results guaranteed within the first 10 days for your money back. Stop by any of the Lubbock locations and take your first class for free. Visit orangetheory.com/Lubbock for more details. Finish strong because your life changes in the Orange Zone.
Dude, he's been killing it, man.
Level check, mic check, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, color commentary check, 1, 2, 3. Pre-roll can hear us right now. What's up, guys? Yeah, probably heard Devin. He's getting ready.
Every game day includes the Matadors experience.
I love that they have their own little fan section over there.
Part of the game day experience as
They travel well. They had a team perched up earlier.
Right. The fan section over there. Ready to get going?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Pedal to the middle.
Matadors experience. Visit LubbockMatadors.com.
All right, here we go. Tonight's matchup with your Lubbock Matadors and the West Texas FC, presented by Pepsi. Welcome to Lubbock Cooper Pirate Stadium for the final regular season home match of the 2023 season. Tonight, of course, presented by Pepsi. John, the first 1,000 fans received a Matador game day towel rally. Here it is. We have it here.
What are these?
You were excited to get one. John literally, when we were walking, it was one, it was one of these.
And then turn.
Yeah,
Snap
instantly
to it
turn.
instantly. Red's my favorite color too. So.
It's a red out tonight.
Oh yeah.
It's the perfect recipe for a good time. Tonight's our first ever NPSL match between the Midland Odessa's new team, realistically a team that is just re-going again. It used to be the Sockers, now it's West Texas FC, and man, this is going to be a battle between two of the hottest teams in the Lone Star Conference.
We talked with the coaches pre-match. No give on either side, and this is setting up to be quite the matchup tonight. We'll get more into the notes in a second.
I do want to mention Victor Dominguez, the head coach of West Texas FC. He was so generous.
Great guy.
He was so generous and kind with his time. He talked with us pregame, gave us a lot of good notes for tonight that John jotted down in his phone. And so, again, I want to rave about him real quick because he was so generous with us, and we're so grateful for them. But tonight, John, when there's a trophy on the line, the game just means a little bit more, and I got it now, the El Dustico The Golden Tumbleweed.
Got it. You finally got it.
Yeah, it took 4 games, y'all. I'm not even lying to you. It took 4 games for me to. It was a brutal. And if I try to say how I was saying it before, I won't be able to say it right again tonight.
Please don't.
Yeah, so we're just gonna go
don't
El
do that.
Dustico.
I'll correct you every time.
It's the Golden Tumbleweed. It is the most coveted trophy in all of the land. Watch out, Championship League trophy.
Champions League.
Yeah. It's the Golden Tumbleweed, though, and so this is the first time ever that these two clubs are matching up on the pitch, and it's going to be a combination of the 2 matches that we're about to have back-to-back. Of course, the next game for the Matadors is on the road at West Texas FC, and I think that's really cool that they're brewing a new rivalry between these 2 clubs.
What makes it even better is that you have a first leg tonight with Lubbock at home, second leg this Saturday on the road.
Yes,
you
West
couldn't
Texas
ask
FC.
for you couldn't ask for a 2 back-to-back matchup like that, which almost never happens like that. By the way.
No, and
unless it's like if you're Premier League, you have a regular season and then like a Champions League or a Carabao Cup, whatever. But you don't have back-to-back scheduled normally like that.
And this is unique. It wasn't supposed to be like this. We weren't supposed to be here tonight. This was supposed to be a night where I was sitting on my back porch, watching my kids play in the backyard. But. Because of the rain, Mother Nature had different plans, and we're here tonight, and we're grateful to be here because I was a little worried that it wasn't going to get rescheduled, and I'm so glad it was.
When that scheduling came up, the fixture came in, and we knew we were going to be in for a tough one, especially with how the season lined up. Both teams being on fire, as we talked about pregame. It's just an excellent matchup, and all the right ingredients are in for this excellent. You want to call it soup? You want to call it pizza? I don't know, whatever you decide.
The recipe's there.
The recipe's there.
Can we make pudding? I love pudding.
So how about something spicy?
Ooh.
Give me some like hot wings.
Okay.
That's what it feels like to me. Something spicy.
What about this? The Whataburger spicy chicken sandwich.
That's perfect. You got all the ingredients lined up for that.
And ever so spicy.
And how well does it go down? We'll see.
We'll see. Coach Gilbert called it at the beginning of the season. I would have a pregame conversation with him last year and at the beginning of this year where we'd do a phone call interview. And he told me, I'm going to read it at the very beginning of the season. He said this to me, okay? It was supposed to be the first match like we previously stated, but he told me that he fully thought that West Texas FC would be a team in the hunt down the final stretch in the Lone Star Conference. He knew their coach because he coached him, right, a former player. He knows how great of the talent that they have on their team, and he fully expected them to be in the hunt for the postseason in the final stretch. And here we are, 2 games left on the schedule.
They're sitting final stretch.
In the final stretch. West Texas FC sitting 3rd. They've rattled off 5 wins, 1 tie in the last 6 matches. They're hot, and they're playing their best at the right time.
I think the tone that we need to set, and we felt it on the field, is very palpable. The tone that is set tonight is that this isn't an off game for anybody. This isn't, hey, we made first place and we won the conference. Congratulations, boys.
Yeah, we'll get.
But there's nothing on that of we're resting on our laurels. None of that from either side. West Texas has something to play for right now with playoff seeding. So that's very important for them tonight.
Yeah, I think this is an important game for both squads because you want to see the Matadors continue to have that edge, right? You can't just think we're champs already. We're already locked in the 1 seed. We can mail it in for 2 games. Because at the end of the day, it's the teams that they're playing their best at the end of the year are the ones that are going to go have success in the postseason. And after starting the season 9-0, you want to be able to see your team have some success, right?
The game's not played on paper. I know West Texas prevents teams from scoring, and ideally, looking at the box scores, you would think, oh, okay, cool, Lubbock has a chance. Fast-paced offense, scoring 5 goals last week, too. You would think, oh, it's in the bag. Absolutely not. That is not the mindset going into tonight's match.
No, and you could see the focus on the team as they came out of the locker room today before we went and talked to Coach Gilbert in the locker room. I'm excited to see the guys. And a guy that I'm excited to see, Ethan Giwa McNeil. He has been red hot as of late. This season, there's been a ton of different Matador players step up in different moments. In fact, the Matadors have had 11 players put the ball in the back of the net this season. That is impressive because I've seen some teams this season only have 4 different guys score 1 or 2 goals. And so I think that shows the depth of this team. But a guy to me that stood out all season is Ethan Giwa McNeil. Currently, he sits the top of the team with 7 goals. He's 5th in the South region in goals, and not far behind him in the starting lineup tonight, Pablo Diaz with 6 goals of his own. That is, again, electric offense. Of course, you have Marcus Krogstad with 6 goals of his own, but Giwa McNeil with 7. And, man, there's so many different offensive weapons that this team has. Of course, you got Mitar, Luke Jones. The depth is unreal, and I think that shows positive things as you continue on through the stretch of the season.
We'll get more into the tactics in a little bit, but spreading the wealth kind of prevents the attack from being, a one-trick pony. multiple ponies. They're workhorses. They're not ponies. They're workhorses.
I saw
That's what Lubbock has right now.
Yeah, talking about races, I saw the grandparents race on the 4th of July. It was a bunch of grandparents running out of the gates, like a horse race would be, right?
Oh, no.
And it was so awesome to watch. There was, I'm going to lose it. A lot of people fell, and
that's terrible.
No, they're young grandparents. Like, they're out there trying, right?
Oh, so they're like.
Yeah, but they popped back up. Nobody was hurt. Nobody was hurt.
They're like my parents.
I have a sick sense of humor. I apologize to the viewers. Speaking of the viewers, I did. I saw your dad down there.
He's jacked.
Yeah. Oh, does he play basketball like you?
Oh, still.
Yeah, I believe
not
it.
So much.
I want to look at some of the comments in a minute. I see some of the comments starting to roll through. Of course, we will read them as long as they're appropriate.
Of course.
We've only had one comment all season, John, that was borderline would get me in trouble, and so please don't get me in trouble tonight.
I'm glad you ducked it.
I barely ducked it. I read half of it, and then I was like, OMG.
Speaking of fans, West Texas is showing out tonight.
It is West Texas FC. We went down there pregame, and they had a little tent. They, similar to the Lubbock Matadors, they're sponsored by a brewing company. It was Tall City Brewing Company, and I think it's really cool that these two clubs, they're rivals, but, man, they're coming out, and specifically the two brewing companies coming together down there at the party.
I offered to help set up their tent with them. They declined. There's a little bit of gamesmanship going on there, but to see the friendly rivalry on that part of it, it was cool to see.
It's nice of you, John.
I tried.
I wouldn't expect anything else. Good dude right here. But, okay, refocusing back in on the game. The Matadors are coming off of a big, and I mean big, 5-0 road win against the Denton Diablos, and the Diablos, of course, won the NPSL championship 2 years ago, and they were needing a win to keep their playoff hopes alive, but the Matadors did what they wanted to do there, and that was leaving with 3 points. Let's give a recap of that previous match, John.
Terrible. It was supposed to be something that was going to vault them into the playoffs, into the postseason.
The Diablos, right?
Yeah, but Lubbock coming in and just absolutely controlling every facet of the match. You couldn't ask for more for a better performance and better execution on that part, but Lubbock did what they were supposed to do, and it's unfortunate for Denton.
Right, yeah, it's going to we'll get into the standings a little later on in the broadcast, but they're needing some help, and I'm pretty sure their odds might not even be able to get in after that match. But that, again, shows you how talented the Matadors are, right? Because in that game, Denton had their back against the wall, and they're playing for their lives, and the Matadors showed up 5-0. That's really impressive to see.
They put up a fight, but once the goals came in bunches, it pretty much set it off, and that was the mentality established from don't let off the gas, and I hope we see more of that tonight.
Right, and sticking out there in Denton, Matador fans are just the best.
Oh, yeah.
Averaging 4,300 fans a game, they're showing out and they're doing it, but they're also doing it on the road. They're making an impact. We saw it firsthand against Denton. The Matador faithful showed out in the enemy's place. We were told over 30 Matadors fans made the trip. Your brother Joe was there.
Oh, yeah. He was
I thought
loud.
I saw you there.
No,
Joe doesn't have a beard. That's the only way I know.
No, he doesn't. We're twins. We're not that identical. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Not anymore. He's here at the match tonight, actually.
I heard him. We were talking pregame because you were talking to your bride. And so we were talking, and I just heard him laugh, and I was like, they got the same laugh. They sound the same. Only difference is the beard. If he didn't have a beard, I would be thrown.
The same level of commitment to football, too, is there also.
Really?
Don't forget that.
I did know that. I did know that. Lone Star Conference champions, though. How does that sound, John?
Oh, that's wear that like a nice coat.
Right.
Wear it with pride.
Right.
But we were in the locker room earlier, and the mentality wasn't even there about winning the league. It was, we need to execute tonight.
Yes.
We need to go in, and we need to prevent West Texas from doing what they do best, because there's some gold on the line, quite literally.
Yeah, a golden tumbleweed. You're exactly right. And with the 5-0 win over Denton, though, the Lubbock Matadors, with 2 games remaining on the schedule, locked up the #1 seed in the playoffs and won the Lone Star Conference regular season championship. And we talked to Coach Paul Gilbert pregame about that, and he said at the beginning of the year, he believes in his guys, so we don't want to get that twisted, but he never would have imagined with 2 games left that we would be in this spot, and that's a testament to the commitment of the guys, the growth that they've had coming together as a unified team, and seeing them going out there and exceed has been something special to watch.
Oh, absolutely. And the first goal on that list was
make the playoffs.
Make the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's all we got to do. That's all we're worried about. They were close last season, came up short. This season, mentality, #1 goal is make the playoffs. In their wildest dreams, he even said it himself, never would we thought that we were actually going to be on top, not only of the Lone Star Conference.
I've been burying the lead, John.
You did bury the lead.
The Matadors are the #1 team in the nation.
that says a lot about the mentality of the team, the coaching, the training, and how the effort is always at 100%.
Always.
And that's what you get from this team. You got 5-0 last week. Hopefully we'll see a little bit, but we'll see more of that execution tonight once we let's get into the tactics right now. I think we should just get into the tactics.
I have one more thing about West Texas. Can we do that real quick? Okay. And then we'll save the tactics. I'm going to let you do that. West Texas FC, though, we said it. They're coming in red hot. Similar to the Matadors. Matadors, of course, on a 9-game winning streak. And on a winning streak that dates even into last season. It's been really cool to see the growth of this team and this club. But West Texas FC is on a 6-game undefeated streak. They won 5 of their matches before they tied their last game against Corinthians of San Antonio. But starting the season 1-2 and now finding themselves 6-2-1 and in 3rd place in the Lone Star Conference. Even though they're a new club, West Texas FC is not a team to overlook, and they're hungry, and they're going to want to come out here and put on a show in this new rivalry.
Again, they're playing for placement. You have the 1 versus 4 matchup in the playoffs, 2 versus 3. They're trying to leverage themselves into position so they can host a match too. Against CF10, 2-0. 3-1 against Austin FC, 2-0 against Fort Worth, 2-0 against the Heat. The tie with Corinthians, I think, kind of hurt them a little bit, and that brings a sense of urgency into the team.
Well, and that tie, and that tie was the one that secured the 1 seed for the Matadors. The Matadors needed them to tie or lose, and they got what they needed. Let's get into some of the tactics, though, as I grab my phone so that we can get into some of the comments. How's that sound?
Let's do it.
All right, go for it, John.
Corinthians, they played extremely well against West Texas by stopping their countering attack. Sending the ball in from the back. Corinthians, excuse me. West Texas FC likes to play 5 deep in the back. That back line is built to counter. Don't worry about the ends. Just sitting back. Your left back, your right back are in the attacking as well. So watch for them to send the ball in a little bit more. And with the formation that they play with a 5-2-3, it allows them to kind of get a little bit more open. Just playing from the back, basically. So what they do is they structure the attack, strong base defensively, and we talked about this pre-match, Coach. Strong base defensively with 5 in the back, but that formation allows them to not necessarily park the bus. Not quite yet.
Not yet. you were talking about some of the teams in like Germany play this style of
this is a very
soccer.
popular Bundesliga style. Bayern Munich likes to play this one, and it works, and for a reason. They play it for a reason. But with 5 back for West Texas FC, watch for the counter-attacking there, and I'll get to the keys of victory in a second. But that's the bigger part of their game. Absolutely,
and when John talked to Coach Dominguez pregame, we were talking some tactics with him, and again, I can't rave about him enough. The generosity that he gave us was tremendous, and we're super grateful for him. But John instantly said, you play 5 back on defense, and the smirk that he had on his face.
That smile lit up.
It's like, this guy did his homework.
It wasn't hard. I mean, it's great that these games are available for us to watch.
Yes, and we're grateful that everybody's tuning in on the YouTube.
Fantastic. Thanks for that, for those joining us.
Yes, we currently have 101 tuning in right now, and I got the comment section ready to roll. Jeremy saying, let's go Matadors. Chrissy watching on the road, let's go Matadors.
Hey.
Chrissy, where are you watching? I know you're probably, it's on the road, so technically you probably don't know where you're watching.
My guess would have to be.
I'm going in the mountains in New Mexico.
Yeah, I was thinking somewhere in the mountains.
Yeah, because it's cooler there. It's hot.
We've had Vegas, though, before, too.
We have. Finn asking is number 10, Vili Aloha, starting. He's not. He's one of the reserves for tonight. And the Matadors do like to go to their bench in these games, so I would not be surprised, especially with how well he plays, that he might come back off the bench tonight.
Roster rotation isn't new. We saw last week had a different lineup than the week before, and the week before that, and the week before that. So be on the lookout for the substitutions coming in today.
All right. Brilly Wells saying go Matadors. I don't know what they're saying there, so I'm gonna skip that one from Gonzalez. I apologize. Abigail, you remember Abigail from the last game saying that she would go out there, put me in, coach.
Put the helmet on.
Yeah.
To take headers.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. She's
back in the comments. Put me in, coach. Love to see it. Matt, Naomi Ramirez, Florida checking in. Hope y'all had a good 4th of July, and go Mats. A great one. What about you, John?
Oh, yeah, it was fantastic. I spent time with both the families. Saw some stuff explode. It was great.
I did the same.
Wait, did you eat too?
Is that even a question? I wouldn't be American if I didn't eat.
All beef.
I had burgers, hot dogs,
all beef,
and cherry pie.
All beef, no patty.
Not cherry pie, apple pie. Courtesy of my brother-in-law. Shout out to him.
I'm cherry pie guy.
I like cherry pie, but there's that song. It's like baseball, Chevrolet,
yeah.
I know
what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. You gotta have
apple pie.
Apple pie with some ice cream on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know.
A la mode.
Huh?
Never mind.
I have no clue what you said there. All right, Abigail saying go Matadors and go Jan. Let's go Pablo. Can't wait to see him play. He is in the starting lineup tonight. Of course, that starting lineup is presented by United Supermarkets. And whenever we get down there to seeing the guys come out onto the pitch, we'll get into that starting lineup. Is Sora starting? I believe if that might have to be a West Texas FC player. And we took a picture of it, John. Will you look at your photos real quick to see if Sora's starting? Go Matadors from Chrissy. Corey tuning in from New Hampshire. We moved away, but love that we could still keep up and watch our Matadors. Now go win the whole thing.
Sora is starting tonight.
There you go. And also awesome from Corey Lawson tuning in from New Hampshire.
Hey.
Yeah, I bet it's beautiful there right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Almost not even midsummer yet.
Is your dad's name Jimmy?
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Jimmy. He commented on here. Let's go Matadors in all caps.
Hey.
Number one Matador fan, what up, guys? From Juan, love to see it. Briley Wells, we're all part of Gilbert's army. Yeah, 100%.
Hey, I like that.
He has done some great things this season with this club, and on and off the pitch. And we got a great leader here, and I think we all agree.
Gilbert's gang.
Gilbert's gang.
I like it.
I could dig it.
Gilbert's brigade. Man, it's not illiterate.
All right, watching while it works. A little sad that I couldn't make it tonight from Jimmy.
Oh.
Scott Fellows, is Krogstad hurt? Yeah.
We had an injury situation last week after celebration. Unfortunate that it did happen, but he's looking up. It's looking up.
Yes, he was very positive in the locker room. He was using one crutch to kind of get around, but I think that's kind of precaution.
Yep.
He said he was going to get his knee checked up on him, though, and we wish him the best, because if you want to have success in the playoffs, right, the kind of the run that they want to have, you got to think number 9, it would be a pivotal part of it.
You're going to need a target that big, especially with, you don't know what to expect. The playoffs, seeding hasn't even been announced yet, except for Lubbock.
Playoffs? Yeah, we're talking playoffs. We're talking playoffs. Gonzalez saying, let's go, Gael. Abigail saying, best commentators ever. Thank you. Means a lot. Scooter, Matadors 42, let's go. I think that's a great transition, Scooter. I appreciate you. Let's get into some predictions for tonight as we get into the guys coming out here on the field. John, you're one of the first all the time to put in your prediction in the Facebook comment section. What do you got for tonight?
2-1.
2-1. Why are you thinking 2-1? And what went into that thought process?
Oh, great lead into the keys of victory. For Lubbock, don't be lackadaisical. The messaging in the locker room, focus, absolute focus, not worrying about anything else. Yeah, you won the league, sure, you won the conference, be done with it. There's still something to play for tonight. Still some lineups that you want to kind of tinker with going into next week. Actually into Saturday and then going into next week. But you want to be that. Be adjusted now, kind of look forward to that when you get there. But you can still kind of see what you got. Make the most of set pieces.
Yes.
It's imperative, especially with 5 in the back for West Texas. You do not want to risk trying to get countered by them by pressing too far up. Make the most of your set pieces. Control the midfield, too, and that was important. Coach Gilbert actually told us, too, you want to make sure that our midfield is doing what they're supposed to do. Keep possession of the ball to keep West Texas on their heels.
I think we're about to have the national anthem take place, so we'll mute our mics and take part in that. rendition of the national anthem. Real quick, back to the comments. I'm going to say 3-1 for my prediction for the night. The Matadors on top. Gonzalez saying go West Texas. I love seeing West Texas fans in the comments.
Yeah, we like seeing any fans in the comments.
100%. We interact with everybody on here. And I think the fans are the best part of these broadcasts. I enjoy being up here with you, John. Don't get that wrong, because it's like two friends up here, but I think the interacting with them on these live chats is a little. I have too much fun on it.
The fans make the game.
They do.
I mean, the players make the game, the coaches make the game, the staff makes the game. Sure, the fans, heart and soul of the matches.
Going to some of the comments. Let's go West Texas FC. Knock 'em dead from Channing Parks. Gonzalez. Let's go Gael. James Jackson. Some dude's dad is really a mozo. Absolutely. I love the Mozos. Keep doing it,
man.
Mozos. Keep doing what you're doing.
My brother was hanging out with some of them last week in Denton. That was fantastic.
I'm a dad, and I would love to be in the Mozos. Sign me up for that. Chrissy, go win this game. Matadors. Colin is – I'm not going to read that one, Colin. Let's go Matadors. Watching VR headset from Perez.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I wish we had a 360 cam down there. That would be a more immersive experience.
That would be elite. Put it on the 50-yard line. That'd be pretty cool. All right, let's get into the keys to victory, though, for the opposing team tonight, West Texas FC. We got the chance to talk to Coach Dominguez, and he gave us his keys to victory. John, what were they?
One of the most important things for them, keep the back five strong. Lubbock has a tendency to run downhill, and we've seen all the attacking that they're able to do. West Texas FC wants to prevent that. Swarm the edge. Keep Lubbock in the middle of the field. With their formation playing as wide as they do, you want to funnel everything inside. And I think we might see a lot of that tonight. I saw that in the Corinthians match in reviewing the game footage. Counter, counter, counter is the last point of key to victory here. West Texas likes to start fast, too. They scored 2 goals in their first 20 minutes a couple weeks ago against Laredo. Prevent them from starting that fast. Lubbock has a chance to do that, too, with their backcourt playing as strong as they are. And, again, Lubbock has a very strong left side. So
very strong.
Keep an eye out for that.
All right, let's get into our starting lineups presented by United Supermarkets. We're going to start with the visiting team for tonight. Of course, that is West Texas FC. Getting the start, number 2, Kitaro Natsume. Martin Wanche with number 3. Jorge Rodriguez rocking number 4. Gael Gonzalez, number 5. Ihara, there we go. Getting the start for West Texas FC. My phone is trying to send that as a text message now. I have a picture of it on my phone. Right, isn't that awesome? Callium Murdoch, number 7. Number 10, Gustavo Barrasso. Number 11, Sora. We're going to rock with Sora. Number 12, Juan Camillo. And then number 14, Enrique Torres. That's your starting lineup presented by United Supermarkets for the visiting team tonight, West Texas FC. Of course, their head coach is Victor Dominguez. His first year leading the charge. Was previously at UTPB. For the Lubbock Matadors, starting tonight in goal is Sam Gomez, a 6'1" graduate student from Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. In midfield, number 6, Mitar Mitrovic, a 6'2" freshman from Marquette, home country of Serbia. Number 2, Kode Kabayashi, another midfielder, standing at 5'10". He's a senior from Texas A&M International, home country of Japan. Number 14, Kitaro Hirakawa, a defender. He's 6 foot, a senior from Kansas City Ruse College. He's also from Japan. Number 20, Luke Jones, a forward, standing at 5'10". He's got 5 goals this season. He's a junior from Indiana Tech, home country of England. Also getting the start, number 7, Aaron Asamoah, a midfielder standing at 5'9", with 1 goal from Indiana Tech, home country of Worms, Germany. Stefan Morea getting the start as well, rocking the number 11 jersey. He's a forward standing at 5'10", 1 goal this season from Bryan College, home country of England. A guy that we previewed already tonight, number 16, Ethan Jiwo McNeil. He's a forward standing at 5'10", leading the team in goals this season. He's got 7. He's a sophomore from Houston Christian University, home country of England. And finally, to round out the starting lineups for the Lubbock Matadors, number 17, Pablo Diaz. He's a forward standing at 5'6". He's a senior from LCU. He's got 6 goals this year, and he's from Spain. That's your starting lineups and our first kick presented by United Supermarkets. John, we're underway, man. This is awesome to see.
Energy is palpable.
It is. See a lot of comments scrolling through. You love to see them, and of course, I'll be trying to read them tonight. We've got a lot of comments coming in tonight.
Good.
I'd love to see
Good.
it. Love to see it. Throwing for the Matadors here. The goal tonight was to have the highest amount of fan attendance to set a record tonight, John, and we're hoping that they eclipse 5,000, right? And send off the Matadors in a great style in the regular season finale.
We talked with our GM earlier today. He's predicting 6,000.
Was he predicting 6?
Oh, yeah.
I thought he said 5,300.
I think we can get close to that, though. I think we can get very close to that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go West Texas from a commenter there. We want to see Quinn says Charlie. Marcy saying, let's go West Texas. Ronnie, you can do it, Matadors. Matadors been doing it all season. It's been fun to watch.
Right now you see 3 in the back for West Texas. They have the 2 right back and left back on the edges kind of play up a little bit. They kind of substitute in as midfielders. Oh, great ball.
Yeah, great ball into the box, trying to recover it, and it's going to go out of bounds. You see the Matadors wanting to put that first pressure on it, and anytime you see number 17 leading the charge in the red, you get excited because Diaz has been able to do some really special things this season.
Dangerous, especially with that through ball going in just behind the defense. There is a little bit of a weakness for West Texas on that end of it. Again, you saw 3 players playing in the back with the left back and the right back moving up to play in the mid. Watch out for that matchup.
See the Matadors putting some pressure on West Texas FC. You know, again, this is another team in our Lone Star Conference that does not have a mascot. And it's going to be weird for me all night because you hear me talk about the Matadors and you don't see me saying Lubbock Matadors. You know, I say the Matadors. That's the Texan in me, that's for sure.
Just say FC.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's other FCs in the conference too.
Caleb saying watching from the lab today instead of with the Mozos. Love the Reds. I agree.
Hey.
Briley Wells saying Sammy Gomez. Man, he's been killing it all season.
Oh, absolutely.
In total, he's given up 5 total goals all year long. The Matadors are 9-0. They've played 9 matches and only given up 5 goals. That is impressive.
Killing it is an understatement for Gomez.
Yeah, dude, I sent you that picture of them posting. It was like the picture of the Great Wall of China, and they were like, what's the difference in these 2 photos? And she was like, I see none. It's been the truth this season. He has been sensational. And a huge part to the reason why the Matadors in those closely contested games have been able to find a way. He's been able to make a big punch out, a big stop, or a penalty kick stop. And penalty kick stops win games. That
saved at least 2 matches for Lubbock, too, especially in those this very tight 2-1 wins that they had in the kind of middle to late stretch of the season.
Do want to mention that Pepsi and Gatorade are the official soft drink and sports drink sponsor of the Lubbock Matadors. Pepsi! That's what I like. Is that what you like, John?
Oh, yeah. Especially when it's cold. Only when it's cold.
Yeah. We went with the sports drink tonight of the Gatorade because it's a little hot up here tonight.
Oh, it's been toasty. You put in the notes, too, about the breeze coming in. The weather report, we've seen it before. It kind of favors Lubbock a little bit.
Yeah.
We still have the water breaks, though.
Yes, we do. We do. Yeah, going against the wind. I do remember putting that into my notes.
I read the notes, Dad.
You read the notes? Playing against the wind. Yeah, before every home match, there is a coin flip that decides who will get the ball first and who will defend what side. According to Coach Paul Gilbert, you want to pick what side you want to defend, especially here in Lubbock with the high winds, because that really can change the outcome of games. You saw that in the last game against Austin United. Austin United decided to play with the wind in the first half, and they were able to put a goal on the board.
They were.
And so that's difficult to do.
That had more to do with the execution, though. It wasn't like they were taking long-range shots.
Well, no, I think it kind of helps with when you're trying to run down the field and you have the wind against your back compared to when you're trying to run against it, you know?
We had these things, shout out to Juan Ramirez, who just plays soccer with him. He would say no range, and they would just try to blast it from about 40 out.
Oh, gosh.
This will help with the wind. Kicking at your back, put a little bit of topspin on it.
Right.
It might go in.
Matadors trying to hit Pablo Diaz over there. Might see a lot of number 17 tonight featured in the offense. Of course, Krogstad not playing tonight after injuring a leg.
We noticed it last week, too, with Diaz coming in, starting in that fixture. It helped tremendously, obviously. It got us to a 5-0 win.
Right. Oh, man, the pizzas are back out here, John. I know you see that guy walking up with it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, coming into these games are an experience. We've said it week after week on these broadcasts.
Great ball. Get behind the line there.
Diaz hits it with his head, and looks like it's going to be a corner kick. It is. Oh man, I love the pressure that they're putting on West Texas FC. They're trying to be the tone setter, starting things off early here, John.
I was talking to my brother before the match, and I was talking more importantly about how Lubbock needs to play like a team defending Lubbock, if that makes any sense. It's a little meta there. But more importantly, Lubbock's putting on the pressure that West Texas FC normally does. They're sending the ball in from deep, getting right back behind. There was only 3 in the back again with the wings kind of playing up a little bit more, but you don't want to see that if you're West Texas FC.
So here's our first Signature Stag corner kick. Signature Stag, your one-stop man shop. Oh, the Matadors are going to score. Are they? No, they had their hands up thinking that they were going to score. It looked like Gio McNeil was the one that was able to put it in there, John.
Unfortunately, there's no VAR, video-assisted referee here, so maybe we can kind of check that on a replay for sure. But that really did look like it went past the touch line.
It did. It looked like, but of course, we go by what the officiating crew says out there. I see the replay on the video board out there and didn't quite get to see if it went all the way in. But West Texas FC clears it out, and it's still 0-0. Asamoah kicks that one out of bounds, and there'll be a throw-in for West Texas FC. Of course, today's broadcast is sponsored by Mears Mazda Volvo, Lubbock's locally owned luxury dealership. At Mears, you'll find the best inventory, the best process, and the best prices. Since 1971, our focus is to provide our clients with an exceptional buying experience. Go see our friends at Mears today. Of course, who is West Texas FC? Well, they are a club that was originally the Midland Odessa Sockers. They took a break. They got new ownership, and after a year of being off, here they are. They're back, and they're bringing the world's game to the Midland Odessa area, and bringing professional soccer over there in a soccer thriving region. And you love to see it.
It's a new energy for sure. And we were talking with Coach before the match. The adversity these kids have faced coming into this season alone, especially with high expectations too, with it being a professional club. It means a lot to that community too, with how well they've been playing this year.
Right, and they've been playing really well on the defensive end, and you see them forcing a turnover. Trying to slide down was Kodai Kobayashi, and the cross in will be erased.
A little sloppy there in cleaning it up.
It's going to be a corner kick, a Signature Stag corner kick, I believe.
It's a
goal kick. It will be a goal kick. Going to some of the comments here. Good luck to both teams, says Perez. Vamonos, Gallo Gonzalez, says Hernandez. Mackenzie Neal, let's go. You love to hear that. Sandy Quick, much love and good luck to West Texas FC from Mama Bear. Go team. I love to hear that Mama Bear's on the call.
I see a lot of tight 1-2s being played on the edge there, keeping the motion up. Kind of keeping West Texas FC. There goes another long ball again on the edge.
McNeil again. He's going to have to slow it down and regather it, and he does. Resetting it to Luke Jones. He likes to fire it from there, and he gets it to McNeil. What happened there, John?
I believe that was offside.
Okay. Briley Wells saying 'twas a goal. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have the advantage of VAR out here. So.
No, you know what? He just said we need VAR. Is this a playoff game, says Daniel. It is not. No, this is the last. It
feels like it. Oh, man, it feels like it.
Yeah, look at all these towels. That's beautiful to see.
Shout out to Pepsi for providing those.
Yes. What a fun atmosphere tonight. If you're not standing up right now, you're not able to see the game because all the fans are on their feet. That's the truth. Going to some of the comments. Let's go, Poppy Pablo from Jake Castillo. And Joshua, you're funny. They're trying to get me tonight, John.
Yeah, I see it.
Did I
Devin Sharp. Devin Sharp. You're not going to get Devin. You got him once.
No,
Fool him once. Shame on him.
Yeah, shame. Yeah, I'll take that. Of course, the head coach of West Texas FC, I've said it multiple times tonight, is Victor Dominguez. Coach Dominguez used to be a player for the Matadors coach, Paul Gilbert, and as well as the assistant coach, Yuri Sadula. And I think that's really cool.
I think, depending on the year, he might have played with a really good friend of mine, Esteban Ramirez.
Okay.
Excellent midfielder, defensive player for LCU.
Right, and of course, when he was the coach at UTPB before they closed down the program, he would come to Lubbock often to face his former team. I was about to say you love to see it. That's my line.
What's the over-under on that tonight? 8?
Oh, at least. And some players for West Texas FC just don't get any nights off, John. They've played in every game this season, and specifically in their starting 11. Gael Gonzalez, he's a lockdown defender, been starting in every game for West Texas FC, as well as Gustavo Barrasso. You'll find him in the midfield tonight, and he's played in every game this season. Both those guys are in the top 10 minutes played in the NPSL this year.
It is amazing, especially with West Texas FC having 10 deep on the bench. But this formation allows for high motor guys to keep playing, being in the spaces that they're supposed to be in, and you've seen it so far. West Texas FC had control in about the last 3 minutes, just kind of keeping everything in front of them, too. Midfield just slowly building up. Mm-hmm. You see Lubbock doing that right now.
I love how they're trying to pass the ball up. Yeah, one-on-one opportunity for Diaz. The goalkeeper misses. He fires again, and it's going to go off to the side. The goalkeeper is acting like he's down right now, and I would say he's probably frustrated as they quickly try to throw the ball back in.
That could be an injury. I don't know. Yeah, we need to check the replay on that one.
Yeah, we'll look at the replay. We're looking at it on the video board. The goalkeeper was going forward and just missed it. Great ball handling skills by Pablo Diaz to get by the goalkeeper, but great backside help by West Texas to be able to clear that out and not allow that ball to dribble on in.
It looks like Diaz clips him with his hip, hitting him in the head. It's severe if it's a head injury. Of course, you don't want to take any chances with that.
Negative, yes. See the official giving him some time, and it looks like it's going to be a throw-in. It was Diaz, the last one to touch that ball, John. I thought it went off the foot of a West Texas FC player.
I thought it did too, but it looked like with that shot opportunity, it just went to the other side of the field. But Lubbock maintains possession, gets it back.
Right.
Unless it was an injury, it's a courtesy for an injury. If something like that happens, you get the ball back. It's gamesmanship.
Love that.
Sportsmanship.
You love to hear that. Judith Hernandez saying, let's go West Texas with like 7 S's. James Jackson. Who is the Mozos plug? I don't know. Caleb saying Mozos plug ? Are you wanting to be a part of the Mozos? I think that would be awesome. And I think to join the group, you kind of just show up and yell and have some fun.
You need energy. And it never stops. The entire match, it does not stop. The music keeps playing.
Right. Yeah. You need
From the moment they walk in, the Moses March coming in, and it doesn't stop. As soon as they get in the gates, 100%.
You know what you need if you're wanting to be, a Mozos? You need a Pepsi, the official drink sponsor for the Matadors.
Well done.
Of course, I believe we're going to have somebody from Pepsi up here during halftime.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Nice interview there after the half.
Oh, gosh. Ethan's trying to get me again. I see y'all. West Texas is coming in strong tonight in the comment section. Almost some issues there, and you see the two players communicating to each other.
You've seen Diaz get at least 4 through ball opportunities now over the top, just easily exploiting the back 3. Again, formation has 5 base initially, but the left back, right back keep moving up, and it turns into a 2-on-3 opportunity. Diaz is fast, too. Don't underestimate that speed.
Well, and like he's shifty, and he can move around, and yeah. He always seems to be able to get behind the line of defense and have these opportunities. As the ball is stolen away by Mitrovic. Took a couple of West Texas FC players to steal it back from him. Of course, the Matadors, it's a red out tonight, and all we see out here in the stands is red. And about to say it. I'm going to say it, John.
Oh, no.
It's Matador red. I was going to say you love to see it, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Matador red. I didn't know, the Matadors, they specifically did their colors this season themed with the branding of the Lubbock Matadors, right? Their colors are Toro black, Matador red, and Dust Storm cotton. So when they wear their whiteout jerseys, they're Dust Storm cotton. And I think that's pretty cool.
Those are always a clean look, too. Actually, I like the black kits better.
Red's my favorite. A shot on goal. Oh. Gomez flying to his right. It's going to be off. It's the first shot of on goal today for West Texas. Of course, we can't rave enough about the fans that come to these games and continue to want to have their face in the place every week, right? And I wanted to know what the average attendance is for these leagues that are above the Matadors. In fact, a normal attendance, according to soccer historian Ken Tamash, estimates that NPSL teams have an average attendance of 961 fans per game. The Matadors average about 4,400 per game.
Well exceed that.
Right. But if you go into Division II soccer, which is the USL Championship, of course, MLS is Division I, so USL Championship League, the San Diego Loyal, a team that sits right in the middle, as I'm going to watch McNeil here, firing, and it's going to go off to the side, and will roll out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for FC. But San Diego Loyal, a team that sits right in the middle of the USL Championship League, in terms of attendance, which is right below the MLS again, averages 4,500 fans. And so the Matadors would be sitting right in the middle of the USL Championship in terms of total attendance.
I like that correlation that the championship teams have such a high attendance, and you felt it throughout the entire season, especially with how packed it is tonight, too.
Right.
Lubbock has high hopes, high aspirations, not only for the Lone Star, but maybe something else.
I'm going to have to go look at your last comment, Colin. I just read what you just put on there. Ooh. Again, sometimes, John, you play with fire, you can get burned. The Matadors are getting consistently in the box and forcing these opportunities and making the defense stand tall for West Texas FC as we have a signature stat corner kick.
Control and possession in the middle. We had at least 3 buildups now with Lubbock moving the ball through the midfield. Chippy, very quick 1-2s, kind of getting into the box, too. And you saw they almost exploited that there.
Here's the corner kick going to that back line. And it looks like the Matadors will recover it here.
Great step, good shielding. Oh, cheeky touch.
Oh, and
yeah, that's a foul.
And some physical play there. Of course, that foul is going to go against Kodai Kobayashi.
Some say you do that to prevent the counter. That's what you do not want from West Texas, too. Maybe that was intentional. Obviously, you don't want to hurt them.
Oh, man, they're not liking that. I'm not reading some of their comments on here. I got to look at Ethan's now. What did he say?
We're looking at the field, too, guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to do 2 jobs at once.
The Moses are getting it right now.
Yeah, the Mozos, of course, they do these chants throughout the entire game, and it's nonstop between the trumpets, the drums. The trumpet section is getting larger. There's now a trombone, it looks like. Is that a tuba? That is a
tuba. Yep.
That is a tuba out there. And so the band is slowly getting larger and larger every game for the Mozos. John, I'm going to let you be the judge on reading those comments.
Is Sammy Gomez single? Can't answer that, sorry. We're more focused on the match, the tactics.
See some communication here with the official and about a handful of Matadors there as we're about to get back underway.
I do anticipate a water break tonight.
Yes.
With the temperatures in the low 90s.
Of course, tonight has been a tremendous game day experience, but when you think of game day, we want to make sure you think local first. Cardinal Sports Center, serving Lubbock and the surrounding area for over 75 years. Cardinals is an official retailer for the Lubbock Matadors apparel.
Goal kick for Lubbock.
Yeah, Gomez going out there and communicating with the official. Again, he's been sensational this year. Of course, the Matadors' next game is on the road against the same team, West Texas FC, July 8th at their venue. I used to know it as Grande Communication Stadium. It's now Astound Broadband Stadium. They seat about 15,000 people at that stadium. Could we get that many Matador fans there next week? That'd be awesome, huh?
Hey,
we would hope we want it here.
I'll be there.
Right? You're going to go?
I'm going. I heard you were going. Now I want to go.
Well, I want to go. It's you gotta figure out the logistics of it. All right, one of the favorite chants is about to happen for the Matadors, where they chant out the LBK, right? We will have.
I think this one's the most engaging chant.
Right.
We saw a foul there. West Texas trying to get up the field very quickly. Set pieces is where they execute well from, so be on top of that.
Here's a free kick here. Gomez punching it up in the air. The ball is still live, and it's going to be headed out of bounds by West Texas FC. It looked like, John, he initially went up there to try to, thinking he was going to grab it with both hands, but it looked like he punched it out.
No, in that situation, you just want to, if you can't reach it with one hand, usually punch that out. You actually use both, but Sam knows what he's doing back there. So
100%.
No doubt he was going to take care of that.
So the National Premier Soccer League is one of the largest established men's soccer league in the United States. They have 94 teams competing across the country. And of course, the NPSL is a member of the United States Adult Soccer Association and is thereby affiliated with the United States Soccer Federation. There's 14 regions, and the Matadors, out of all 94 teams, are ranked #1 in the nation, and it's because of their hard work and what they've been able to do on the field this year.
Ooh, quick touch. Great turn there.
Yeah, and the gas pedal is down as they're moving the ball around to Moreya, trying to regather it. And passing it to a teammate kind of worked, but immediately stolen away.
Lubbock's doing a great job of keeping the passing lanes open, too. Moving back into space, keeping that triangle.
Yeah, trying to go to the middle, and a shot off of the football crossbar. And it's going to be a goal kick here. That's another shot on goal for West Texas. That's, what is it, their second on the game.
It is. 2 shots in total, 2 on goal.
Oh, man. Yeah, the comment section is going rocking and rolling right now, John. And we appreciate that. We love to see that the fans are on here commenting, they're engaged, and they're enjoying the broadcast. Man, the stands are filling up tonight. It's a beautiful night here in the Hub City. It's a little breezy, but, man, this is a great night for soccer here on the South Plains.
Wonderful night. Family in full force. A lot of families out here in full force. It's a great environment to bring your kids.
100%.
Have a night out. Watch a match.
There's going to be another goal kick for Sam Gomez.
Great level of competition, too.
Beautiful maneuver was one of the comments. Colin, I'm going to have to go back and find what I missed on there, and I apologize. And same with Ethan. I'll have to go back. Sabrina cheering on the Matadors all the way from Denver, Colorado. Hate missing because we never do. Well, I'm glad that you're not missing tonight because you're watching with us, right? Briley, I'll be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure. I would get in contact with our through the Lubbock Matadors website if you want to get in contact with people that handle the promotions, because they will be able to answer all your questions. I know they'd love to talk to you. I'd be lying to you if I told you if I knew how the operations go, though.
All we know is they let us be in the booth.
And I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
I'm glad I ended up in here. Thanks for the invite, Devin.
Jake asking if he can be in the announcer booth.
Great slide. He's got to beat me out for it.
He's got to arm wrestle. You got to arm wrestle John.
No.
That is how we figure it out.
No, 1v1s.
What,
Soccer 1v1s.
Well, let's do the goal kick, or the PKs. That'd be a lot of fun. Or like like in football, you got the punt, pass, kick. Do one of those. That'd be cool.
West Texas is doing a great job maintaining possession until I said that. Commentator's curse.
Matador fans getting loud right there. And what I love about our broadcast is that you can hear it. We have a natural sounds mic sitting outside the booth, and you can hear what the emotions of the game. As Jones
great touch to the outside.
Yeah, to McNeil.
A little heavy.
Yeah, and it's going to roll out of bounds for another goal kick for West Texas FC.
Lubbock
No,
tried to strain away a little bit from maintaining possession, funneling it through the middle. Got to do a little bit more build-up for me.
Oh man, yeah. I'm gonna wait on a little bit on the stuff here in the comments. It's getting pretty fun in there. All right, West Texas FC though. Again, they've been really red hot as of late. They've won 5 of their last 6, and of course the last game was a tie as Gomez gathers that in. But man, that was a deep shot on goal. It's gonna be the 3rd of the match for West Texas FC. Gomez has been a busy man tonight, protecting the goal, and he has been all season, and he's done a phenomenal job. Other guys have been phenomenal this year. You're seeing them out there on the pitch for the Matadors. I love how certain
there goes
guys.
Another ball to the top.
Here's Diaz regathering it, firing it, trying to cross it to a teammate, and it's going to roll on. You see what's happening out there. You see the play design as it's developing out there, John. It's just he was 1 or 2 steps behind.
Those edge defenders coming up is allowing Lubbock to get that opportunity to send it in.
Oh, they're all saying that they would destroy us in arm wrestling in the comment section.
I got noodle on. Of course they would.
Yeah, I would not win at all. This would be a throw-in for the Matadors, and Kode Kobayashi will have the honors for that. It's been an action-packed first half. A lot of great defensive stands for these teams, but then also a lot of great passing, I would say, by the Matadors as they're trying to set some things up on the offensive end. You're
seeing flashes of what makes this team good. Not being able to execute at the end of it, I'm pretty sure Coach Gilbert is not happy with that. You got to put it in the back of the net. Name of the game.
Right, of course, Coach Gilbert has two outstanding assistant coaches in Yuri Sadula and Braxton Thorne. They've been helping him tremendously this year, and he told us last game that they could be head coaches anywhere, and he's grateful for what they bring to the club.
We've mentioned it before about the culture of the team. Top to bottom, nothing but class for Lubbock.
Yeah, that's the truth, and it's professionalism through and through. That's what they've ingrained in these guys, is that everywhere we go, people look up to us, right? They're role models to a lot of young kids, as Maria has it there, trying to fire it across to the middle, but stolen away.
Great interception there. Lubbock was able to get out of the corner there. Oh,
yeah.
Through ball almost on the mark.
Coming and clearing that out, getting it to the goalkeeper was Uros Yevchek. I believe he's come off the bench. I didn't have him in the starting lineup for tonight. Did we already have a substitution?
No, we did not.
He was a part of the starting lineup? I apologize.
He's in the starting lineup.
Apologize. I didn't put a star next to his name.
I got you.
Uros Yevchek, 6-foot freshman from Cleveland State, home country of Serbia, in the starting lineup as well tonight. Of course, West Texas FC coming off of a
great touch.
A tie against Corinthians FC of San Antonio in a defensive battle.
Corinthians was able to stop the counterattacking. West Texas had chances in the first half, and then it just kind of slowed out from there and became a mud fight, basically. I almost said mud wrestle. But
You're thinking about that arm wrestling match, aren't you?
It popped in my head, yeah.
We've all seen that meme, you know, with when I think it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was a movie that he did where they grabbed arms.
Oh, it was Predator.
Yeah.
Predator.
And it's like a tight shot of them grabbing the arms. That's what John's arms look like, y'all. You do not want to face him.
They've seen me on the broadcast. You're lying.
Oh. He's like Popeye. He eats some spinach, and that's what he becomes.
You've seen West Texas trying to have a methodical approach. Oh, pass just a little bit in front of him. But you've seen West Texas kind of have a little bit more of a build-up going in, at least to the second, third, trying to get to halfway. It's slowed down for them, for sure. They're not playing their usual over-the-top attacking style, counter-attacking football.
Got McNeil here with the ball. And stolen away by West Texas FC. I've been really impressed with their defense so far, because they've made some adjustments in this match, right? We're not seeing as much as the big, long forward passes, and they're stealing the ball away. They're forcing some turnovers here.
They're just putting bodies in front.
As they try to kick it in the box, and Gomez just goes up there and grabs it.
You expect nothing else.
Yeah, absolutely nothing else.
The great ball of Lubbock.
Of course, we're hoping to be able to come back pretty soon for another, because technically this is the last broadcast of the regular season for the Lubbock Matadors, but on the horizon is the postseason. John alluded to it during the pregame that they've locked in the #1 seed. There will be a playoff game played here at Pirate Stadium at First United Park. We don't know who they will be on the schedule, right? And the Matadors aren't thinking about that. We're thinking about it because we're in the booth and we're trying to find things to talk about. They're focused on tonight and the next game after that. But that playoff game might be July 11th or 12th, and you want to be a part of that because it will be the first ever playoff game for the Lubbock Matadors, and even better, they're hosting it, and that will be so fun to be a part of.
I can't wait for them to announce the tickets. MPSL's website does have it listed as the 11th right now, so we'll see.
Okay, and I remember seeing that too. Like I think they even had a time for it already.
I think it was a 7 o'clock kick.
Right.
For Tuesday, but we'll see. Again, a lot of stuff can still happen at the top of the table here, with the top 4 teams going into the playoff. Oh, good through ball.
Right, McNeil trying to lead the charge out there, and man, he's quick. He's able to get in front of the defender, and now it's one-on-one with him and the defender.
Getting stuck a little bit at the top. Not much help coming in from the mid to the top of the box.
He fires, and it goes off of the defender. And West Texas FC steals it momentarily before the Matadors come away with it.
Great control. See the back line pushing up a little bit more.
Right.
Asamoah making the run. Oh, great one, too.
Another fire, that time by Mitrovic. Goes off of, it looks like a West Texas FC player, and we're going to have a signature stag corner kick, the third of the match for the Lubbock Matadors. Of course, signature stag, your one-stop man shop. It's a great place, John. Signature stag. I saw a lot of people rocking their polos, man, and those things look so nice.
So fresh. Everything is actually made by Signature Stag with their own in-house brand.
Okay.
Most of everything.
Here's a low cross the kick there, but went off of somebody's head, and Asamoah fires, and he goes off a defender there. That was a beautiful kick off of his foot. The defender was right in front of him. Man, that had to hurt the defender, right? That thing was a fastball.
Shout out to Juan Ramirez.
Yeah.
He would have said no range. Asamoah testing that range.
Right. All right, I believe this is our hydration break. Of course, all hydration breaks are presented by United Express. John, I'm a big fan of those United Expresses. You can pull up. Some of them have drive-thrus. And
I've seen those.
I have 2 kids at home. I need a gallon of milk. You can just whip right in. And so United Express, our sponsor for our hydration break right here. And again, this is important. It is a hot day here on the South Plains, and these guys are out there. They're moving. And I don't feel like we've had any lull in play. I feel like it's been pretty upbeat from both teams all 31 minutes.
Even with everyone not attacking as they are normally accustomed to, it's been a battle in the midfield, just getting possession of the ball and trying to push them to the top third.
What do you want to see from these teams? Because you know those coaches are down there coaching and wanting to, to see something new from their squads.
For West Texas, for sure, you want to see more over the top attacking. They just haven't had time to actually settle the ball down, get themselves situated, get the defense back into the attack too. With Lubbock pressing their attack so deep, West Texas doesn't really have opportunities to build their attack from the back like they normally would. For Lubbock, you want to see more of that on the right side attack with Diaz getting on the edge. Speed is what's pushing them up to the top. Getting into the box, you've seen crosses into the middle of the box, not necessarily going into the back of the net or as a missed touch or what have you, but you want to see more of that. Get to the edge, send that ball in for an opportunity, and Lubbock's doing it right now.
Coach, when we were talking with Coach Gilbert, one of his 3 keys, he's used it 3 or 4 times now in our conversations. It was the first or second touch or getting back, and no, it wasn't getting back. It was the set pieces, correct?
Yes, it was.
Okay. And we're seeing that so far, right?
He did preach before. I think you were alluding to winning the first touch and second touch. But for Lubbock here, I think more importantly for West Texas FC, you want to see set pieces more from them. They were able to score off of that against Laredo in their 2-0 win. They want to see more of that too. But Lubbock has had opportunities without set pieces.
Right. As we're back underway really quick, it looks like McNeil got tripped up there, and when he landed, landed the ball right under his arm, and it's going to go with West Texas FC. Briley, you ready to hear this, John? I don't know if we're handling this. You ready?
All right, let's do it.
We honestly have the best broadcast in the conference.
Hey!
And we got to tip our cap to the Lubbock Cooper crew because they're out there doing all the hard work, and John and I are just sitting in here talking. So without them out there doing all the tough stuff, man, we don't have that. And so tip our cap to the Lubbock Cooper crew. We're going to read some more of the comments here. Why does NPSL do regional playoffs on back-to-back days? Not 100% sure on that one. I think there is a separation between the first match and the second match by a handful of days.
It's I think it's about 3 days in between.
Yeah.
But especially with NPSL having players playing either at the collegiate level or
they got to get it done.
Higher, yeah, they have to get it done.
So a lot of these players, and we've talked about it a lot, they come from respective universities, right? Just to name a few off the top of my head that are on the Matadors, you got Indiana Tech, right? Stetson University, Southern Illinois University, Marquette. These players got to go back to their home clubs and their colleges to play. This is a summer opportunity as Diaz gathers it in. He fires with the right foot and off to the right. That is his 3rd opportunity there. And, man, he is so close as that one moves off to the right. So
the biggest threat right now is Diaz.
He has been on the money tonight with creating chances and getting into some open space. He's got to be able to finish, right?
What's worse,
and he's close.
What's worse for West Texas is that Lubbock doesn't have open space. They're creating the space.
Right.
What that means is you don't have open field just sitting there. Lubbock's maneuvering and passing is creating that space. Just harassing the back line, honestly. And again, you see West Texas FC dropping 5 back again with this throw in here. I talked about wanting to see Lubbock pick up the pace with the build-up, and you've seen it so far.
That ball had a unique spin on it and gathered in by the Matadors. Going to some of the comments here. Lubbock haven't seen the lethal pace of Tajay Grant. He's a great, humble guy, but is very dangerous in front of the keeper.
Oh, that was an excellent build-up. Nice back heel, too.
Oh, and stolen away. That was McNeil as he fires it, and it goes really close to the video board. Interesting story there about Tajay. We were having a contest, John and I, to see who would become the 75th subscriber on this awesome channel. And Tajay commented on there saying that they were the 75th.
They subscribed.
They subscribed. And
unfortunately, for the ticket giveaway aspect of it,
kind of can't give away a ticket to a player that's on the team. So
great turn.
There's your interesting story. Jake.
Oh, nice back heel.
Jake wants to know when the PK contest for the announcer job's happening.
I think set it up. Oh,
that's going to be a foul. See the teams both talking, and there is a yellow card presented. Of course, yellow cards are presented by Alliance Credit Union for people not for profit. That is our first yellow card of the match. It's going to go, I believe, that win against West Texas FC. And that yellow card goes against Corrado Ihara. The Mozos fans chanting, "You can't do that." That's one of the classic chants in the book, right?
Just getting in the head of the opposing team. Set piece opportunity here for Lubbock, overloading the left side of the box.
Yeah, I think this is the perfect placement for a set piece, right? Because you're too far out to be able to maybe take a shot on goal, and you never know. Luke Jones definitely has the leg to put an accurate shot on goal from here, but I think you're kind of in that placement, right? What, you're 36 yards out as he kicks it into the middle here, looking for a header opportunity.
There was a chip, more so than a driven cross. Oh,
that's
nice.
Yep. That's going to go off of a West Texas FC player. Great stuff by Stefan Morea.
Lubbock keeping the pressure up. The ball has not left this third in about the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Now I'm going to let these fans duke it out in the comment section here. Again, I want to stress enough, we have 170 people watching tonight. We're grateful for everybody that's tuning in. Without the Lubbock Cooper crew and, of course, everybody tuning in, we wouldn't be able to be on the air. And so make sure you like and subscribe and do all those things. Tell your friends. Even if you're a West Texas fan, tune in tonight because we'd love to be able to reach more people. And, John, I think we had like 141 subscribers coming into tonight.
Is that the number?
Yeah, we have 141.
Wow, that's amazing.
I want to get to like 170.
175. Just make it.
Okay, 175. Okay, so let's see if we can get to 175 tonight. Of course, this is where you'll be able to find all of the Lubbock Matador games, as well as the coaches show. Now, not all NPSL teams are broadcasting on YouTube. There's some other streaming services, but the Matadors broadcast on YouTube so that everybody at home can watch and enjoy the world's game here in the Hub City.
Absolutely free, too, which is the best part about that. There's no reason you should miss an NPSL match.
Right. And, of course, if you're a West Texas fan, you're thinking, why would I subscribe to these guys? Because you want to keep up with the competition, right? If this is your big rival here with El Dustico, you want to know what the guys are doing in the 806.
Especially with this being the first leg, going into Saturday with the second leg. Does the trophy change hands? That's the question I want to know.
No, so it is a combination of both games. If it is a 1-1 split between the two teams, they will go goal differential.
Okay. I'm glad I know that. It was a great move to get into the box. Another foul there. It's getting a little chippy.
Yeah, there's a lot of physical play happening down there. Ethan wants to go play the game.
Looking for that 1v1. It's actually a contractual obligation, so I can't just give up the job.
Yeah. I don't know. John and I are friends, and I think the viewers can kind of tell that we've known each other for quite some time. At least I hope they can.
Other people, our friends know.
Our friends.
Most of the subscribers know. They know.
Like Abigail. She's been locked in the last 2 games, huh?
Oh, yeah. On it. Thanks for watching the stream, by the way.
Yes. We are down into the last few minutes of the first half. Of course, there will be some stoppage time because of the water break and all the other things. West Texas with the ball here on this side.
Having trouble getting to the edge.
I love the one touch here by West Texas. As I say that, they have a player drive in, and that's going to be on the top of the net. Just missed it. That went in between the goalpost of the football and the soccer bar and rattled around the net. But, man, that looked like it went in from up here, didn't it?
It's a scary look, too, that all the fans kind of got up and gasped collectively. It's a scary look for Lubbock, especially carving up the middle for West Texas FC. Another throw in here.
Getting distracted by the comments one more time. The ball and Crane saying, "Let's go, Matadors." I read it just the way you wrote it. Loving all these comments here. And even the ones that were fans are having fun with each other. I kind of like that as well.
We're here for friendly banter.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
Let's keep that in mind in the comment section. Good touch there, going through the middle, getting to the edge, switching the field the unconventional way.
Trying to cross it in the middle. Gomez, in a unique spot. Man, that could have been danger, but that ball goes off to the side, and that's a missed opportunity there for West Texas FC.
Signs of life in the last 5 minutes, trying to close out the half strong. West Texas FC with 2 opportunities on goal now.
Right. That was an impressive, and you saw the play develop for West Texas FC. It's just, again, like we say week in and week out on these broadcasts, soccer is a lot of the little things, right? If it goes off of the side of your foot and not at the right angle, it's going to ricochet like that, and that's what happened. Because Gomez, that back door was open for that West Texas FC player.
The defense is bending a little bit, not keeping the backside of the formation strong enough. Lubbock plays a 4 in the back. Midfielders come back to help, too. Didn't see that on that switch to the middle. Offside.
It's going to be an offside on Diaz.
They haven't gone to him. I think it's been about 20 minutes now since they've fed him the ball over on the edge again.
I like what Rip and Retro just said right there. I'm excited to watch the West Texas home leg of this. I'm excited to see that other half of this contest as well because it's like John alluded to again in the pregame, you don't normally see matchups back-to-back like this where it's home and home for the 2 clubs, and with it being a rivalry with, seeding implications on the line for West Texas, there's a lot for this team to play for. And so it's going to make the chippiness of the game and the intensity, the momentum, a lot higher. I did that for you, John.
I was trying to wait to when you were going to pop that one.
I made it 43 minutes into the match.
And speaking with Coach Gilbert before the match, though, his mindset's not on anything else outside of this match.
No, yeah, it's all in these 90 minutes here.
He was making sure to get the lineups right, make sure the guys were focused going out into the field, and we've seen it so far with how much they press the attack. Lubbock is still trying to find that elusive goal right now. It's still 0-0 in the 44th minute.
Right. Of course, West Texas did not give up a goal in their last match. And the Matadors, respectively, have given up 5 this season.
It's a war of attrition right now, not necessarily giving up ground.
We are strangers, Ethan, yes. Same with Joshua. I see what y'all are saying there. I love that they're giving us a hard time. It's going to go the other way.
What I was trying to say was not giving up ground necessarily in the back. Lubbock only plays 4 back, too, so stopping West Texas FC from getting those long ball situations in, it's tremendous for them right now. I think Coach Gilbert would be happy with that, but again, you've had all these opportunities to score and nothing in the back of the net just yet.
We have seen a very animated bench tonight from the coaching side of things for the Matadors, and I love that because they're still fired up despite, the things that have been positive for them this season. They're still fired up, and they still want it to do well.
Great cutback.
Right. Diaz kicking it across the middle, trying to get it to Luke Jones, but stolen away by West Texas FC. And as they clear it out, the Matadors are going to come away with it.
Coach Gilbert was talking about how even though we've had these wins, 5-0 wins, 2-1 wins, onslaught of goals in the middle of the season, that doesn't mean that Lubbock hasn't faced adversity, and he knows what it takes to continue to keep this winning streak alive.
Well,
I said it.
And well, in soccer too, adversity can come in a lot of different ways, right? It's like life, you know. Something little can happen, could derail some things, you know, and things off the field could derail some things as well. And so, you know, every team deals with adversity, sometimes just different kinds of adversity.
Lubbock going through injury adversity right now.
Right.
But again, the lineups, the bench being as deep as it is, that's a great luxury to have as a coach, as an assistant coach. It's getting a little chippy out there.
It's getting chippy in the comment section too. As we are now in the extra minutes here in the first half. Of course, we did have a water break. And again, it's a red out night here at Pirate Stadium. A lot of fans rocking the red. John and I rocking the red and these Gatorade towels. Of course, I believe we're going to have a Pepsi representative come and talk to us as they kick it into the middle. And there is an West Texas FC player down right now as the play is continuing. Right into the ball, surprisingly, went right into the player that's down. And they'll stop the play here. John, what are you laughing at? Just some of the comments in here?
The fact that we are strangers, actually.
Yes.
We pulled the wool over your eyes. We don't know each other at all. This chemistry?
Not there.
How did it happen? I don't know.
Two Docs. Of course, Two Docs has been a great partner of the Matadors all season. And speaking of great partners, streaming for today's game is brought to you by Mears Mazda Volvo, Lubbock's locally owned luxury dealership. Since 1971, our focus is on our clients. We want them to enjoy their experience, find the vehicle that's right for them, and ultimately be glad they came to Mears. Go check them out today off of Spur 327. Drove by there today, John, actually, in fact, and their lot is full of cars.
How can you miss variety? Get something that you want. It's there for you. Saw Luke Jones coming off the bench, getting a little sip of water, probably a little bit of tactics in his ear. Lubbock again is trying to get to the other side of the field. It's not happening right now. I'd say about 3 minutes of stoppage time, maybe 4.
Right. You see Coach Gilbert talking to one of the assistants here on the sideline. He, in his coach's interview, he talked about the transparency and how he loves to be able to communicate with the assistants. And, you know, if he's given a good answer and that was articulated well, he respects that out of the officials. And I bet he's getting a lot of great conversations in tonight.
It works well with the coaching staff that can see things that you don't see.
As that's going to do it for the first half.
It's a little bit of a jawing going on through the official.
Right. You see it over there. You see some of the players pointing. And of course the Matadors trying to get their guys off to the locker room. John, let's get on camera and talk about what's been happening so far here in the first half.
It's a struggle for both teams. In particular, you have not necessarily an unstoppable force, meaning an immovable object, but Lubbock hasn't been able to get downfield like they usually like to. Slim chances for them, at least 4 times down the right side of the field, especially with Diaz just pedal to the metal, intensity. Not putting it in the back of the net is the problem right now for Lubbock.
There's been opportunities, yeah, and they're barely missing. It's by a little, but at the same time, West Texas has had some opportunities as well. One specifically came to mind where they just barely went off the side of the foot. They could be leading 1-0 at the break, but we're knotted up at 1. What are these guys hearing from their coaches at the break? And we'll start with the visiting team.
4 shots on goal, or excuse me, 4 shots, 3 shots on goal for West Texas FC. Keep that intensity up. Manage the midfield. Keep the control. You found success going through the middle, so why not exploit that a little bit more? That's what you should do if you're West Texas FC. And
for Coach Gilbert and company, he seemed pretty fired up multiple times in the first half. Like you always say, he's like a duck on water, right? Cool and calm up top, but pedaling hard. You think he's going to be pedaling hard in the locker room?
Oh, yeah. There's some choice words to be said for the players, too, especially not putting those shots on 6 shots, 3 on goal. You want to see it go in, but it's just not. A little bit of miscommunication at the top, but with Diaz doing most of the heavy lifting, just getting to the edge and creating those opportunities, they're still going to be there for Lubbock.
Right. I've seen a lot of great passing between these two teams, but when both teams needed to find a way to come up with the ball and steal it or make a defensive stop, they've been able to find a way, and that's been fun to watch here this evening. Of course, we want to thank you so much for tuning in tonight on the YouTube channel of the Lubbock Matadors. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, interact with us here on the live chat. I'm going to read what's appropriate. Some of the fans are having a lot of fun in there tonight.
You're wild tonight.
But you know what? That makes our job a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. I enjoy it. It's as long as it's friendly, right? As long as it's friendly.
Oh, yeah. That's what we're here for, friendly banter.
Right. Game plan for us here during halftime. I believe we're going to have somebody come and talk with us in a little bit. But until then, we hope you enjoy a little bit of halftime that we're going to have. Of course, you'll get to see some of our sponsors and some of the great people that support us. So stick around. We'll be back with more. This is Lubbock Matador Soccer on our YouTube channel.
Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, but the Matador Soccer Club.
Three, two, one, ready, set, go. Ready, set, go, set, go, set, go. Three, two, one, ready, set, go. Three, two, one, ready, set, go.
If you spent all day grilling and no one bothered to save you a burger, you've compromised enough. Oops.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. One for you, one for him, and one for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some bedlam on the pitch? Tonight we have a special halftime promotion on behalf of Pepsi. We have several different local soccer teams to play and compete against several of our Matador players. The contest this evening will be all the youth teams versus your Lubbock Matadors. Whoever scores the most goals in tonight's halftime matchup will win the game. Starting out with the ball will be your Lubbock Matadors. Fans, let's give it up for your local youth soccer kids as they try to stop and beat your Matadors. So in case you haven't figured it out, it's 3 against all of them. Here they come. Oh, he's got it going on. Big shot by Little Man. Woo! He ain't scared. All right, here it goes. Fancy footwork in the backfield. Bringing him up to midfield. Keep trying. Disrupt the play. Good job, number 34. All right, everybody line up. Here we go. Deep kick. All right, number 10. Round the corner. Here we go. That's it.
All right, you're currently watching an awesome halftime show. It is 100 local soccer players versus 3 Lubbock Matadors. Currently right here up here with Sean Early. You're from Denver.
Well, actually, I grew up in Miami, Texas, here in the Panhandle.
Okay, I know where Miami is.
West
Yeah,
School, West
it's
Texas,
not Miami, it's Miami.
Yeah, Miami, home of the Warriors, right? But went to school at WT and then started with Pepsi for 24 years, started in Amarillo, and then home base now is up in Denver.
So how did your journey with Pepsi get you here tonight? Because I know you guys are all on board with the Matadors.
Yeah, man, we love the team and the partnership we have. I've had a relationship with Dustin for many years with soccer through New Mexico and some other teams.
Right.
And when he landed here, he said, "Hey, we're going to start this. We need some partners." And I said, "Hey, count us in."
That's
I
awesome.
said we can do exactly what we've done in other markets and help bring the Matadors to life here in town. So it's been great to be a part of it. It's exciting.
And the consistent growth that this club has had. And with the fans and the team. It's been really fun to see throughout this season. Of course, Pepsi, like we've talked about, a huge sponsor for the Matadors. Of course, tonight, game is being presented by Pepsi, and I didn't know Gatorade was a Pepsi product.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is
I can put down some Gatorades, man.
Yeah, do it. We love it. Yeah, it's good to have the sports drink partnership and then our soft drink partnership as well with the team. So
Right. Sean Early here with Pepsi. The story that I wanted to tell you, they're the sports director at KCBD here in town is the NBC affiliate.
Okay.
I used to work with them for 5-6 years, and there was a 18-wheeler trailer parked on the side of the road. It had Pepsi all over the side of it. And every time we would drive by it, he'd be like, I want that in my backyard. Because he loves Pepsi that much. And people love it. And, of course, it's a lot of people's favorite drinks.
Yeah, give me his address. We'll roll one through his backyard.
Oh, he would love it. No, I'm being for real. I'll tell him about it.
We'll bring the Matador trailer. I don't know if you've seen our
yes.
Gatorade Matador trailer that we roll through the community here in Lubbock, but that's part of the branding and the partnership, and it's fun to see it in the stores and the market, and fans will come up and want to take pictures with the trailer. So it's a great resource for the team to use.
How many different clubs or soccer teams that are you guys a part of?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the exact number, really, to tell you the truth. It's hard to say. In this league, I think this is one of our biggest official partnerships. And so we've got a couple partnerships with New Mexico United up in Albuquerque, Colorado Springs Switchbacks in Colorado, and a handful of other teams along the line. So
it's awesome.
It's great to get in on the ground floor, right, and be a part of it.
We kind of talked about it earlier. Of course, New Mexico teams in the USL Championship League, averaging about 10,000 fans per game. The Matadors average about 4,500, and that's like middle of the pack for the USL. So this is a pretty awesome place for NPSL League.
Yeah.
The amount of attendance.
No, the team, the community's got to be really proud of what they've done. I think Dustin said there's over 5,000 tickets sold tonight, and the stands are full, and the energy's high. And you don't always get that. So it's great that the Lubbock community really brought this thing to life, and they're supporting the team. The product on the field is unbelievable, right? First place.
Absolutely, yeah.
Going to go to the playoffs in their second year, and that's unprecedented when you take a league and get into a league and go from 0 to 100 really in less than 24 months.
Right, so. Absolutely. I think Drake had a song about that said 0 to 100 real quick. So, guys, I buried the lead as we're talking here with Sean. There's a fireworks show tonight. First time ever that the Matadors are doing a fireworks show, and Pepsi's a big reason why it's happening.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We'll celebrate tonight after the game. I think as soon as the game wraps up, there'll be a big fireworks show brought to you by Pepsi and Gatorade. So it's a chance to just say thanks to the community and let them enjoy the festivities tonight. Plus, we got the rally towels that you should have picked up when you came through the door. So let's wave those bad boys.
I've been using it tonight,
Yeah.
Actually, there was a moment, like in the first few minutes of the game, where all the fans were on their feet doing that, and it kind of gave me the chills.
Yeah, it's really cool when you get them all going at once. So.
What does it mean to you to be here and to get to witness all of this?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting for our team. We got several employees in here tonight as well, and we got to take out the game ball. So it's great. It's a great chance to give back to our employees and then be involved in something that is growing in the community and has a long-lasting impact. The thing I love is you look at all the flags here and all those countries are represented with the different players. And I mean, you've got 12, 15 different countries represented here in the city of Lubbock, right?
It's beautiful.
It's great to see the international focus come in from the team, and it's really cool that they've done a good job recruiting the way they have.
Well, Sean, anything else that I've missed about our conversation for tonight?
No, man, let's win this thing. That's all I want.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, I know a lot of the viewers in this comment section are rooting for West Texas tonight, but I'm rocking the Matadors, and so is Sean Early. Sean Early with Pepsi, we thank him so much for everything you do for us, and with the Lubbock Matadors, we'll be back with a little bit more right after this. We're going to take a quick pause, and we'll be back with the second half right after this.
Lubbock Matadors, Cotton Court Hotel is the perfect destination for visiting Matador fans and locals looking for a city-inspired experience. Located beneath the Pirate Stadium, Cotton Court's restaurant and bar, the Midnight Shift is offering an exclusive Lubbock Matadors cocktail for fans to enjoy on game day. Book a stay by visiting www.cottoncourthotel.com.
All right, and we are getting ready for the second half here on the call. Devin Ward alongside John Bocanegra. And we want to thank everybody again for tuning in tonight. Great interview there, talking about Pepsi. Of course, that is our presenting sponsor for tonight. Pepsi and Gatorade, the official soft and sports drink of the Lubbock Matadors. Pepsi, that's what Sean likes. It's what a lot of people like here. I think I'm going to have to get the sports director at Channel 11 his contact information because he was. I think he's going to get an 18-wheeler parked in the back of his car with a Pepsi logo on it. Because I'm not lying, his love for Pepsi is.
It's almost legendary.
It is legendary. When I worked with him, man, he had a Pepsi or two a day. It was insane.
Crushing him.
I'm going to agree with Caleb on this one comment he's got in here saying Lone Star is easily the toughest. The competition level in the Lone Star Conference is high, it's intense, and every game, literally every game, it could be anybody's match, right? Anybody on any given day can show up and win, especially here in the Lone Star Conference.
I was reading an article about the Northeast earlier in the PSL.
Okay.
Great teams there. Not the Lone Star Conference. I agree with that comment.
We asked Sean off camera a second ago. I see in the comments people are asking about where's the show going to happen. So they're currently setting up, from what he told me, back behind the Lubbock Cooper Indoor Football Practice Facility, which is located on the northeast side of the stadium. So when the camera pans to the left, you might see the bottom of it. They will be setting up behind there. And this for safety reasons, because of how the wind is blowing. We don't want the fireworks to come back towards us here at the stadium. But really cool that the Matadors are going to be able to put that on tonight, the day after celebrating the Independence Day here.
Happy birthday, America.
Yeah, keeping the party going for the next 24 hours here.
Saw the Matadors come out the gate blazing through the midfield. A little bit of a slow up there. Let's see if those adjustments paid off for West Texas in this half.
As I scan across the field here for the Matadors, looks like there were no substitutions at halftime. And we did see that in the last match. They went into the halftime break, and there were a few new names that were out there getting some minutes. As that ball stolen away, fired on goal. Sam Gomez smothers it up. That is West Texas' fourth shot on goal today, John.
Second save today by Sam.
Lost my pen during halftime.
Does that one disappear?
It ran away from me. That's what happened. I'm going to trust you on the stats. Oh, we got an extra one. Appreciate you.
I thought you were a Boy Scout then.
I am. My backpack has 4 other pins in it. I'm always prepared. Derek thinks the Gulf Coast Conference is better than the Lone Star. I'm going to have to look into the Gulf Coast. You know what I love to do? I don't spend time in the standings. I'm that weird guy that looks at all the stadiums that these teams play at.
You do that, and then you find obscure stories. Hinted from somebody else, but it's also sourced, so you're able to find it so quickly.
I send John all my pregame notes.
We have a rundown, actually, of everything we talk about.
Right.
A lot of it is off the dome, though.
Right, yeah, it's a lot of ad-lib that happens.
It's working with Devin. That's what it is.
Yeah. I watched about a 30-minute long interview today on YouTube for West Texas FC as they were doing a podcast, the general manager and the head coach, and really enjoyed listening to that segment and hearing all their future plans that they had for the club. Really exciting time for West Texas FC and as well as for the Lubbock Matadors, because we talked to the general manager, Dustin McCorkle, last week, and he kind of told it what the future plan is, right, the vision. And when you hear that teams have visions of what they want to do in the future, that means that there is a future, and you love to hear that.
The exponential growth from season 1 to season 2 is astounding to me. I'm so glad to see so many people. Oh, great 1-2 there.
Yeah, that's to McNeil. Slowing it down and going to his right, blocked by the defender. McNeil has a chance to go get it, and that's going to be a signature stag corner kick. I like what was happening there by the Matadors as they put the pressure down. This is going to be their 4th corner kick of the match.
In missing Krogstad, no target that is as athletic as him to get onto this ball.
It's his height.
Yep.
You can't help as they try to go back post, and it was too strong. and it'll be a goal kick. Right, I was always told in basketball, right, because I'm 5'8", there was no hope of me playing basketball beyond junior high, that you can't coach height, right? There's some things that are just naturally gifted to you, and Krogstad, he stands out because of how tall he is. He's I know I have his information here. I don't actually. Indiana Tech did not list his height.
No, they didn't.
But
Fairly certain he's 6'1".
Oh, he's over 6 foot, that's for sure.
6'1", 6'2". But with that, again, you can't teach height. But it's the awareness. It's the awareness of getting in back behind the defense. Either it's on the backside. Usually it's in the middle for him, which is climbing the ladder, getting a head on it.
And he's so fast too. Yeah, his presence on the pitch is missed, and
sorely.
we wish him a speedy recovery.
What we've seen with Diaz in place, though, attacking on the right side of the field with the top part of the screen now. Let's see if Lubbock kind of pushes the pace on the edge a little bit.
You know, when you have a guy like Krogstad go down, you get really worried. Like, man, you know, those are some hard shoes to fill. But man, Diaz is, you know, if you have 1 and 1, he's like 1.1. You know, he is so talented at what he's able to do, and he's from Lubbock Christian University. He's a local guy playing his college here, and he's been able to step up tonight as that kick goes over. That'd be good for 3 points if it was American football.
Good shot. A lot of patience shown in the box there, especially at the top. Great turn to get around the defender and have at it.
Best of Midland, Texas. Thanks for watching our podcast episode. Yeah, I typed. I'm not lying to you. I typed in West Texas FC. I was like, all right, do they broadcast their games on YouTube? No, but here's a great interview. And yeah, I'll literally listen to the whole thing as I was getting ready to come to the match tonight. Some physical play, and the fans not liking that, but they're letting them play on.
You can tell Hirakawa wanted a little bit more of a through ball effort on there.
Man.
The ball's just behind him. He had to slow down.
Yeah, I'm impressed by how physical that West Texas FC player is and was able to maneuver his way through the traffic. As McNeil's out front looking for somewhere to pass the ball.
Well, that looked like a handball there.
Yeah, oh man, some more physical play. The fans are booing. McNeil's still on the ground. And a lot of communication between the assistant here on the sideline and the head official out there.
We've only had one yellow card issued in 36 minutes to Ihara. But you might want to see another one come out too, just so it doesn't get too chippy. Kind of send a message there.
Well, yes, because sometimes you gotta you're seeing that it's starting to get chippy, and you gotta gain control back of it, right?
As an official, you don't want it to get out of hand.
Right. Trying to cross it in, and that's going to be a throw-in.
Up corner.
Oh, it's going to be a signature stag corner kick. Signature stag. One-stop man shot. The comments section is still friendly. A friendly battle between some of our fans, and you love to see it. Of course, tonight's community partner is the Lubbock Boys and Girls Club. The Lubbock Boys and Girls Club are helping Lubbock's youth build a better tomorrow for themselves and their families. Nitra Barnes and the board president of the Boys and Girls Club will be at your Matador of the Night presented by local CFO. To get involved, visit LubbockBCG.org. Of course, the signature stack corner kick. I believe this is one of the first ones of the night for West Texas FC as they go back post. Gomez bumping one of the players there. He's clapping his hands. He was trying to make a play there, Sam, and Sam Gomez was.
Great cross into the box. Sam punching it out with both fists there. Preventing a second chance, too. Lubbock's defense coming up very quickly, almost swarming.
The Mozos continue to stand. I do want to give a shout out, of course, to the West Texas fans that did make the, about 90-minute drive here to Pirates Stadium tonight. You see a couple West Texas flags and about a handful of blue jerseys.
Oh, nobody home. That's a great turn, too. Beating two defenders. Trying to get to the edge. Nobody there.
Yeah, we're trying to change the game, Best of Midland. We're trying to set the standard. We love to interact with the fans because, of course, first of all, without fans, we wouldn't be here. And so we interact with the fans, and it's like two friends talking soccer up here. It's a lot of fun.
Pretty much.
not being as goofy tonight as I normally am.
It's the tension that and the tone that was set pre-match too. Talking with both coaches, knowing the importance of this match, even though Lubbock has touch.
Right.
They get over the touch line.
It's going to be a throw-in for West Texas FC. No, it is the tension of the game, right? You can feel the importance from both teams, the pressure that both teams are trying to put on each other. Because really, West Texas FC, technically the Matadors have nothing really to play for. They've locked in the #1 seed. They're going to be in the playoffs. And West Texas has a lot to play for. They still have a chance to be the 2 seed in the playoffs, and 2 seed equals home playoff match, first match. And so you're seeing a team that's hungry to become that 2 seed, and you're seeing a team that's trying to keep the gas pedal down and not put any brakes on, because you want to be playing the right brand of soccer at the right time.
It's not necessarily nothing to play for Lubbock.
Right.
You want to get the touches.
No,
in.
yeah.
You want to see what works, tinker with the lineup a little bit. But that's what Coach Gilbert has been doing all season too. He knows the guys that are training hard during the week. He knows the communication and the chemistry that's going to work on the field. So far tonight, it's not paying dividends, but great back here.
Well, they're begging me to be weird on here now.
Well, yeah, a little bit of it at the beginning. But for West Texas FC, again, you talked about trying to climb up into the rankings. 1 versus 4 matchup for the first game. 2 versus 3 matchup. Home field means a lot too. You've seen the contingent of WTFC fans out here. They travel well. It's great, but it's not home field advantage.
Right. Yeah. You can't replace. What the Pepsi guy told us, that they've sold over 5,000 tickets for tonight. So you can't replace 5,000 people in an atmosphere. And not having to ride a bus and stay in a hotel and do all of those things. Of course, I don't think West Texas FC did that tonight, because you're 90 minutes away. You can get on a bus and drive back, but
it's a work night, man. It's a school.
Yeah.
Great touch to get onto the edge. Lubbock not being able to move forward. West Texas FC seems to be shifting and overloading again.
Oh gosh. Yeah, they want me to. They want to see the personality, John. Oh, tumbling down is a Matador. And they'll stop the play.
Tumbling down?
That's a good line.
Like a tumbleweed?
Oh, El Dustico. Actually, you know what? I kind of talked about the trophy. I was like, there's no way that they can make a tumbleweed trophy. I was like, from what
They did it. No, they did it.
They did it. They did it. It is legit, as Diaz has the ball here, dribbling it, and he'll be blocked by the defender. Love the effort there from Hirokawa.
No foul there.
And you see how fast these guys are running. It is not a slow jog. It is a full sprint from all the Matador players, as well as West Texas FC. The energy level is out here tonight.
It's teetering. Lubbock's getting up top. See a little bit more bodies in the midfield for West Texas FC. There's another overload on that side again, trying to cut off the edge. And it's West Texas FC's ball.
It's going to be a throw-in. Going to some of the comments. Yeah. Do the announcers have turbulence? No, I don't think we have any turbulence. There is a lot of wind outside, as they're showcasing the Dustico trophy right there before the 2 clubs on the video board. That is a beautiful trophy.
It's shaky up here, but it's also sturdy.
I think it's because I'm shaking my leg.
Yeah, you're doing a lot of
I'm that guy that's in the car that's shaking his leg the whole car trip, and you get mad at him because you're like, dude, stop. That's me.
Like, do you want me to turn on some music, Devin? I can't, because, we'll get shut down for copyright.
Right, yeah, we can't have any copyright. And YouTube's really good about
they
hear 5 seconds, bam.
Yeah, they'll pick it up. Great ball on the edge there. Oh, a little overpaced. Seeing a little bit of life for West Texas FC.
Jared, the guy that went to the Denton Diablos game, one of the 30 fans, saying that his brother helped make that at Cardinals, the trophy.
Hey.
So, Jared, you might be able to answer the question then. Is it just a tumbleweed that was found, spray-painted gold? That's what I want to know.
Or is it fabricated?
Like, it's so complicated.
Finely crafted gold. They took 1 gold bar and decided to spread it out.
Dude, if that thing is,
shape of a tumbleweed.
Dude, the value of a gold bar is ridiculous. There's no way they did that.
I think it's solid gold.
Oh, pass to Jiwa McNeil, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Stop.
Amazing save. That is a tremendous save.
diving and eliminating that chance. Great stuff there by the goalkeeper. And it'll be the Matadors' ball. Holy smokes. Briley, I think you should go to Midland for that game. I believe the general manager, Dustin McCorkle, told us that the owner of the Lubbock Matadors, Hitch, would buy the tickets of the Matador fans that make that trip. So you got to let them know that you're going.
Ball crossed in.
Yeah, and the goalkeeper had to capture that right there. If he was not there, that would have been in the back of the net.
You don't get beat on that. The ball's dead center there. Not cheating on the near post. Nobody on the back. Great stop.
So back comes West Texas FC. The shots on goal, the number was really one-sided with West Texas FC really putting more opportunities and chances on goal. But as we've seen here in the second half, John, the Matadors are starting to add some tallies to that column and are slowly starting to catch up here.
Great clearance there. With possession being dominated by Lubbock, it's not surprising to see West Texas take the opportunities that they are taking. And they're not crazy shots either. They're about from maybe 15 meters in, 25 meters in.
The whole comment section is now blowing up saying, "What's up, Jared?" So, Jared, hope you're doing good, man. There's a Matador down there on the field tonight. And the crew from the Sports Zone going out to check on the Lubbock Matador. Sports Zone doing a great job taking care of both teams. We saw them pregame taping up all the players for West Texas FC. At the end of the day, they're trying to keep the players healthy and letting them play at their highest level, and we appreciate the Sports Zone.
That's exactly what you want from physios. Sorry, medical staff.
Medical staff? I don't even.
We're American.
Is that what? Who says
I
that?
said physios. It's British.
Oh, it's British? Dude, I had no clue. I had no clue where you were going with that. Of course, the next home game for your Lubbock Matadors is Tuesday, July 11th. John, I'm announcing it. They gave it to me in the script. 7:30, July 11th, against the 4 seed in the end of the regular season.
We go.
Your Lubbock Matadors have secured the top table in the conference play as the #1 seed. This will be one of the Matadors' biggest challenges at home. Just like tonight, a huge challenge. So we need all the 806 in the building to help continue the home field winning streak. Tickets are on sale now, LubbockMatadors.com. I think I just announced it, John.
Hey.
And something else I could announce is another opportunity. The slide to get that ball out of bounds. I think that was all ball there as the fans are upset.
Oh, that's a great challenge. Nope. With that defender coming in, ball first, that's exactly what you want to see.
See the Matador coaching staff point to the video board.
Andres Colin has actually stepped in. Substitution, number 18.
We do have a substitution. Tonight's substitution is brought to you by Grease Monkey. There's no substitution for great service for you or your vehicle. Go check them out today on Slide Road. It does appear that we are about to have a water break, John. Of course, hydration breaks are presented by United Express.
Turning into a chess match here, we have another sub coming in for West Texas FC, number 16.
Scott, is it a sellout crowd tonight? I don't think it is a sellout crowd tonight because I believe these home stands, if I remember right, hold a little over, like 7,000 or 8,000 fans. I'm looking over to the Cooper team in there. I'm not 100% sure.
I believe that was an in-free sub for West Texas FC.
Okay.
Fernando Gutierrez came in, number 16. Guti, as they call him.
There you go. See, John doing his homework there.
Oh, yeah. Give me that pencil. Give me a pin. Permanent.
All the people that were trying to go for your job in the first half, that's something you got to do if you're going to be up here, Rand. You got to do some game prep.
It's not just sitting here
and talking ball.
Shooting the breeze at Devin.
No, there's like 3 or 4 hours, for me, 6 hours of game prep coming into these games.
Absolutely.
Because if you're not knowledgeable on who these guys are and what we're seeing, you're in trouble. And it'll show on the broadcast.
Speaking of trouble, West Texas FC getting the ball upfield. Oh, almost a great through ball, threaded pass there. But you see West Texas FC's left back, right back coming up.
Oh man, with the wind to his back, Sam Gomez there. He booted it about 70 yards. That's impressive.
It's not. I've not seen it in my time watching professional football, but it has happened before. Goalkeeper hitting it all the way in.
You've seen that before?
Tim Howard has done it before.
You know what? I do remember that. West Texas FC. Regrouping it. There's the Matadors trying to kick it out. Did that go off of the Matador there?
That'll be a goal kick.
Be a goal kick? Okay. Just the way the West Texas players reacted there, John. I thought it was going to be a corner kick. John, you have a nice beard from Ethan.
Thanks.
Jake still wants that PK challenge for the job. He said he would do the homework.
Okay.
I don't know. Look, you need to know this, Jake, because we talked about it. I think John's first broadcast on here is that he's the Swiss Army knife of soccer, okay? He can do it all. Oh, and speaking of somebody that can do it all, here's Diaz. And it's going to be offsides, though. Called it offsides. And the fan that is directly to our left right now is shaking his head no.
Disagrees with the call. Coach Gilbert not happy with that. Just hugging the line, not enough. Great defensive trap there by WTFC.
Joshua wants to know if I'm Devin Booker.
You can shoot like him.
Not at all. Don't even lie to him. I'm like, when I play basketball, I'm like Russell Westbrook. Some days I'm putting down 40, and then some days everything's a brick.
Yeah, up and under is either on or all the way off.
Yeah, John's yelling at me. You're supposed to make that shot.
Dude, why aren't you passing?
Right.
Just kick it out.
Almost 200 people tuning in tonight. Have we gotten an update on the subscriber count, John? Would you mind looking for us real quick? Our goal tonight is to get to 175 subscribers on the live stream and on our YouTube channel, because this is where we do all of our games here with the Lubbock Matadors. You will get to see the playoff game right here.
74.
Oh, we're one away. Oh, goodness. More physical play. Maria, I believe that's Maria. Oh, and a yellow card has been given out. Andres Collin will receive the yellow card in the 67th minute. It looked like he got run over, but possibly when he got up and was dancing a little bit right there could be the reason why the yellow card was given.
We can't hear it, but there might have been some jawing going on. It looked like Andres was kind of coming back. Hey, spot foul, let's go. Referee issued a continuation of play there, and then he got tripped up twice before getting taken down.
Of course, the yellow cards is brought to you by Alliance Credit Union, for people, not for profit. Gomez coming all the way up to about the 50-yard line, the center of the pitch, communicating to the side judge.
Again, no Krogstad here on these set pieces. It's a little bit of a detriment for Lubbock. You get the right curl in, someone to get a hit on it.
I feel like there's been a shot this season, a free kick from right around this spot right here, and I'm having positive memories from it, John.
Yeah, we have seen this before.
You got Luke Jones and Mitar Mitrovic out there. Either one of those guys can go out there and make something happen. Mitar's telling them that they need to take a step back.
You can cut the tension with a knife.
Oh, absolutely, and it's a butter knife. It doesn't have to be sharp at all.
It's a plastic one at that.
Yeah, one of those cheapos from the Dollar Tree. Here's the kick.
A
high kick.
Great shot.
The goalkeeper had to go up, grabbed the bar there, and it's a little too hard for Luke Jones.
We'll see it on the replay here. Great dummy action there. Left-footed strike, almost trying to go upper 90 with that one. A little bit too much underneath.
So we're back underway, and again, it's a lot of opportunities that are just coming up on the empty side of things, and it is not just for one team, it's for both squads.
It's frustrating. We're getting a great match out of it.
It's giving me a knot in my stomach.
No doubt about it. But again, if you're either one of the head coaches on this pitch tonight, you want to see one of them go in.
I don't know if I'm hungry or I'm just nervous by this game, but I got a knot in my stomach.
I think you might be hungry.
Yeah, that pizza you ate looked pretty good.
No, it was delicious. I finally got it.
We've talked about it 3 straight games.
One of us got it.
John's a cheese pizza guy. Everybody in the comments.
Oh, no, dude, sausage pizza.
Oh, it was sausage? I thought I only saw cheese on it.
It was only cheese, but I still eat.
Morea with the ball here, taking his time. Now speeding up. Crossing to the middle. Oh, Diaz was home. Just missed him. That was close. Matador faithful have their hands on their head. but they got the ball back and they're going to reset.
Oh, heavy touch.
And that's a smart clear right there from
yeah.
West Texas.
All those bodies in there, not being able to stop the funneling from the edge to come in. Oh, miscommunication there. Ideally, you want to see someone on the back end of that cross. I know it's getting into Diaz in the middle, but you want someone matching the player bringing it up the field, just so you can have another opportunity to send it right back in almost immediately.
Right. We're in the 70th minute. Time's flying tonight, and we thank everybody for tuning in. Again, we're so grateful for everybody. We're north of 200 fans tuning in tonight, and I think that's our record for this year, John.
I'll take it.
Yeah, no, I'll take that every day. Absolutely. Make staying up till 2 in the morning doing research worth it.
Hey, I get those texts. I get those ones where you're peppering me with stats. You found this nugget of an article.
Yep.
You're doing it, dude. I'm there with you.
I texted John last night at like midnight. And you know what? I was like, it's 4th of July. He's up.
Oh, yeah, I was awake. I almost answered back, too, but then
he left me on red, y'all.
I looked at it, and then I looked into the story, and then I had to 72 texts. Sorry, dude.
No, you were celebrating America. I respect it. Free kick here. And this is in the danger zone.
Yes, it is.
Trying to cross it to that far side. A header. The Matadors are swarming to it right now. And are just going to block it out. There was some contact right there, and that is pretty dangerous right there with how close the track is to the line on the field. That can be some dangerous spots right there.
In watching game film of West Texas's last match, that field that they were playing on was very close to a wall. It was almost a low-sitting wall on both sides of the field, both sides of the pitch. Looked great, though.
John, I think I set you up for failure with the pizza comment, and I apologize. The fans are getting us.
Roasting away?
Oh, only one. That's okay. Again, love the comments. Positive, negative. It means you're having fun and you're being a part of this, and we're grateful for that. Of course, this is the world's game, and I love that. The guy with Pepsi that came up here and talked with us, Sean, talked about the flags across the way. And man, there's so many different players from all over the world here in Lubbock, and it's awesome that our fans get to witness the great talents that everybody has from across the globe.
When I picked up the game 15 years ago, if you would have told me Lubbock was going to have a professional team here, I would not have believed you. Absolutely would not have believed you.
Yeah, the game has grown tremendously here in Lubbock, and I agree. No, I agree. Being a local here, and then from that, being a sportscaster at a local TV station, I would have never imagined it.
Lubbock's on the edge again.
Yeah, in the box, crossing it to Diaz, and it looks like it's going to be a corner kick.
Great save. That's an amazing save.
It seems like they're always trying to get that last-second pass to Diaz, and he's always there. Just something happens.
And that's the frustration seeing on Coach Gilbert's face right now. It's just you're getting these chances to get into the box, just nothing doing for Lubbock right now.
This is the 5th signature stack corner kick of the night for the Matadors. A header off of Mitar Mitrovic, and it's going to go for a goal kick. He instantly grabbed his face. He knew he made good contact with that, just off the side of his head where it ricocheted high.
A redirect there, simple redirect. Probably on the far post gets you that goal.
That's got to be one of the most difficult things to do, though, is trying to use your head to navigate where the ball's going to go, right? And most painful.
Not one of my favorite shots to take, no.
Your noodle's getting wrung when you get hit. Matadors passing.
Great one-touch football there.
Yeah, I like the one touch. It makes it for a clean passing.
And it's working in Lubbock's advantage, too, especially going through the middle. We've seen it earlier, small little build-up there. Oh, almost had the interception there. Oh, West Texas maintaining possession. This is good for them.
Diaz running full sprint to that ball. You think he almost gets there. It looks like it kind of went off his side there as he jumped up.
If I had a first half man of the match, I would put it on Diaz for sure.
Yeah, he seemed to.
His motor is just, it's constant right now, and that's what Lubbock needs. West Texas needs more of this. Slower building up action. There's a runner on the side. Nope, he's onside still. You got an overlapping run there.
Yeah, Gomez going after it, and it's going to roll out of bounds. Will be a goal kick. Of course, Gomez this season giving up only 5 goals. The goal differential for the Matadors, you know, what they've given up and what they've scored has been tremendous. They have been really good putting the ball in the back of the net, and it's on average like 2 to 3, maybe sometimes 4 times a game. It's been fun to watch.
Did you nickname him?
Who's that?
The Great Wall of Women?
No, I'm going to give that to Sean Dillon. He told me it, and we kind of ran with it.
Offside.
Offside again.
That one is a little close for me. I'm not entirely sure about that one. Lubbock's about to make a substitution here. Two subs coming in for Lubbock.
Yep. Of course, our substitutions are presented by Grease Monkey. There's no substitution for great service for you or your vehicle. Go check them out today on Slide. And of course, Alliance Credit Union served the South Plains community with lower rates and fewer fees for the last 83 years. We're just getting started. Join the mission and enjoy the benefits of owning your financial future. Alliance for people, not for profit. And also, we want to thank again Pepsi for tonight's game sponsorship. Pepsi, that's what I like. Got 2 substitutions getting ready to check into the match for the Matadors. I believe that's Douglas Apaya, a forward. He scored 1 goal this year. He's a freshman at Indiana Tech. Did we have another sub come in as well?
Not yet, but I think Douglas might be coming in for Diaz.
Okay.
You want to keep more of the pace up top.
Right.
And it's working. It's not like it's not having success.
You see some of the energy and some of these guys slowly starting to wear off as we've now made it through 75 minutes of this game. You've seen it throughout the entire match, them sprinting, and now we're starting to see the legs kind of slow down a little bit.
More of a trot. The heat has nothing to do with this. It's the intensity of this match.
Right.
Playoff implications. West Texas FC trying to garner that number 2 spot, and you just see it. The level of competition tonight is extremely high.
A lot of great conversations happening in the comments section, and again, we're grateful for everybody being a part of it. Because again, the fans is what makes this so special.
We're at 174 subscribers.
174.
We're almost at our mark.
Have we been sitting at 174 for a while?
It's been sitting there. Let's check in the update.
Yeah, let's get it. I know the channel at Midland, the one we were talking about earlier, told us that they subscribed, and we thank them for subscribing.
Hey, we are at, take a guess.
180.
185.
Oh, let's go.
Whoa!
All right, here we go. If we can get to 200, all right, whoever the 200th subscriber is, and this is on the honesty program, okay, comment section. If you're honestly the 200th person and you can make it to the playoff game, let us know in the comments.
We'll treat you to the tailgate.
We'll go to the tailgate.
We'll treat you to the pregame. We didn't have anybody show up today.
No, we were standing over there waiting for everybody.
Granted, you got there late.
I did. I did. It was like 6:05.
It's a pregame ritual to enjoy what Two Dogs has to offer.
And I did try the Tall City tonight, actually.
Nice.
Yes, because they support West Texas.
And we see Apaya still waiting. Hasn't been a dead ball yet.
Who trying to feed it up and forward. With the way that defender fell down to get that stop there, John, it would have been a home run from there.
Absolute through ball.
But great stop there by the West Texas defender. See the Matadors moving from side to side. I like that right there, switching the field.
You have another runner on the edge. Still trying to exploit crossing the ball in.
I think in these moments right here, John, we were talking about home field advantage earlier and how important it is. I think in a moment like this where your legs are kind of starting to die a little bit, the pace of the game is slowing down, is where the 5,000 fans can make all the difference.
The Mozos, the 5,000 fans, the lack of control, favoring West Texas FC.
Oh, I was about to say momentum.
Don't. Please don't.
Ethan says he's literally the 200th. And then Jake says I'm the 200th.
Whoa.
John, we need to fact check
Whoa.
this. Did we just get 15 more?
Let me see. Check it right now.
That would be outstanding. You might see me cry if you do. The weirdness is coming out, y'all. I'm sorry. We are now in the 78th minute, though.
We're at 190. We're still at 190.
Douglas Apaya coming in and checking in. Of course, substitutions are presented by Grease Monkey. No substitute for great service for you or your vehicle.
Oh, I didn't see who walked off on the edge there. Rounding the track.
Dude, I love all these comments saying how long they've been fans.
Since day one, some of them.
Day one. I was at the very first game. I don't think actually, you know what? In fact, John, I have not missed a home match for the Matadors since the beginning. Because I've been blessed with the opportunity to be in this booth, man, and getting to call these games and being a part of this club. And there was a switch in about the midway part last year with this club, John, that you saw the team coming together and you saw what they were building as Diaz gets the ball. He heads it. Apaya's down low with him, and all West Texas can do there is clear it.
Apaya's had 2 great touches since checking in, honestly.
Right.
The first 30 seconds.
A crossing opportunity to the middle. It's headed out by a West Texas player. Fires again. It's going to go off of a West Texas player, and we're going to have a signature stack corner kick.
Is Apaya the super sub?
Is he?
See? Again, with lack of height on this for Lubbock, excuse me. You want to kind of send it to the backside, pass it back.
This is the 6th signature stack corner kick of the match tonight for the Lubbock Matadors. On the other side, West Texas FC is at 1. That's a pretty big differential there. West Texas recovered by the Matadors. Fires with the left foot in the box of Diaz. Oh, and the West Texas FC defender, right place, right time. That could have been a goal in the 81st minute.
Incredible. That was the deftest of touches. I believe that was Andres Colin shooting that. It did not come off his foot like you wanted it to, especially being that close. Oh.
What an opportunity. That evens up the shot count, 2 on goal for the Matadors. Is that what you have as well?
I do, yes.
It's like 4 on goal?
Yep. Total shots is favoring Lubbock in this second half. We have about 11 shots total for Lubbock. Great touch there.
Fans are getting loud once again. And the Matadors are wanting to play quick. You see the West Texas FC player. Oh, and the Matadors are trying to get going. They haven't stopped them. And it looks like they will now.
The fans are livid, absolutely livid.
The Matadors trying to take advantage of those little windows of opportunities right there, and you don't knock them for it.
They're creating chances, and that's what you want to see, especially with these subs coming in. Keep the pressure on. West Texas has just as many subs to come in, kind of counteract that. I've not seen any defensive switches yet, so West Texas FC is maintaining their 5 in the back.
And you got to tip your cap to that back line tonight. They have erased a lot of opportunities for the Matadors and have done a lot of really good things. The officiating crew still moving around and communicating with the coaches.
Oh, no, terrible touch.
Right, the Matadors battling it here, trying to regain control. It's Hirokawa.
Ooh, that's a dangerous challenge.
And I don't know if that was ball. The assistant here on the sideline is telling the bench of the Matadors to sit down. Seeing a lot of animation here tonight, a lot of frustration, and it's gone between both clubs.
Hirokawa actually within reason to be as mad as he was, as frustrated as he was.
And there's a yellow card. Finally, that said the fan right in front of us. Of course, yellow cards are presented by Alliance Credit Union for people not for profit. I couldn't quite see who that yellow card was given to. But by the way the fan in front of us reacted, it had to be a West Texas player. Our YouTube replay that we have in our booth here is a solid 45 seconds behind. But again, we thank everybody for tuning in. John, did we hit 200? Because last we looked, when our awesome fans in here said they were 200, we were really at 190.
Let's see.
As we get ready for this free kick. Going to the box, heading in it. Oh, and almost, once again, off the side of the head. There was great connection there and a great pass into the box. Just a little off once again. Man, what an opportunity.
195.
195.
Terrible luck missing that header off that set piece there. Lubbock has to capitalize with that. As many shots on goals they've had better chances with set pieces.
I know you don't believe in momentum, but that can be deflating for a team, right? That you're getting all these opportunities, you're getting so close, just not able to capitalize.
It's just been a constant frustration the entire match.
See a lot of communication between each team and the players down there on the field. As we are in the final, 5-6 minutes of this match. Of course, there will be some extras. Coach Dominguez didn't like what happened there.
This rivalry, this is what seeds a rivalry here.
100%. And you know, Coach Gilbert talked about legacy, right? You know, that's again, you want to leave a great legacy. And when you think of legacies, you think of like big impact. Like, what are they remembered for, right? Like Lou Jones will forever be remembered as the guy that scored the first goal in the history of the Lubbock Matadors. This is one of those legacy moments where, like, okay, in the beginning, what happened in that very first match between this new rivalry? And they'll remember who scored the first goal in this new rivalry and all that kind of stuff. And you see the players are getting invested in this.
Great switch by WTFC.
Going into the middle here. Cleared out by the back line. And then official almost got hit there. Almost got sandwiched between the two players going for the ball.
Great defense, forcing them to the edge.
And it's the Matadors that come away with it. Paya with it
Trying to
here.
look for a counter opportunity here. Paya's got speed, we've seen it. Lack of control there in the middle. Looking for options, but not really sure if the pace should be pushed.
Right, you saw all 5 of the West Texas FC defenders drop back right there, and it was a 2-on-5 moment. I'm listening. Wow, they just announced the total fans for tonight was 5,300 and some change after that. But man, that is impressive. That is a new record for the Lubbock Matadors in total fans coming to a match, 5,300.
You could just feel it. The entire week leading up into this match day, social media was just buzzing. My family's here. They've only seen maybe 1 or 2 Matadors games online. They're here tonight, and it's just the excitement, the buzz. Winning the Lone Star Conference has a lot to do with that too, but again, playoff implications still on the line for both teams.
One of the, I'm going to answer Sandy's question about the plungers. I believe one of our sponsors tonight was giving them out. Not 100% which sponsor it was, but we did have a truck out here tonight handing those out. As a give back to the fans for coming tonight. Of course, 5,300 fans. A lot of them have these new Gatorade towels, and we're grateful for that. So I hope that answers your question there. Of course, I do want to mention again, tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Mears Mazda Volvo. As that West Texas player headed that all the way to the Lubbock Cooper training facility. He laid out for that. That was impressive. He looked like Superman as he flew through.
Another corner kick for Lubbock.
Yeah, signature stack corner kick. Signature stack, your one-stop man shop. The 7th of the match for the Lubbock Matadors.
You got to see this one kind of be played into a little bit more of an action area, like right there.
Right. Climbing the ladder was the goalkeeper. And it looked like Lovra Horvat was the one that got it, that made contact with it, but went off and went out of bounds.
Spectacular punch by the keep. Just getting hit a little bit more, too much for comfort there. But that's the play you got to make.
The goalkeeper currently down right now for West Texas FC. There was some contact made, but it looks to be okay. Going back to that, though, tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Mears Mazda Volvo, Lubbock's locally owned luxury dealership. At Mears, you'll find the best inventory, the process, and prices. Since 1971, our focus is to provide our clients with an exceptional buying experience. Go see our awesome friends at Mears Mazda Volvo.
Stoppage and play here. We have another substitution going on.
Yes,
Almost didn't beat the late ball there.
the substitution for the Lubbock Matadors. I do have I had the wrong number 12. That's not Pannon, no.
Okay.
See the fans getting excited for the substitution. Our general manager messaged me the starting lineup for tonight. Of course, it's Dustin McCorkle doing a great job, and we appreciate him. And of course, that is Will Rodriguez that checked into the match, wearing number 12. Will is a returning player from last year, and he did some really great things last year with this club, John, and I'm excited to see him back there out there on the pitch.
This is the last little bit of tinkering with the lineup with maybe 5 or so minutes left in this match. See what you can do. Make the most out of those 5 minutes. Get your touches in.
So we are in extra time now. Last match for the Matadors, what was it, like 7 or 8 minutes of extra time?
Yeah.
And then in the previous match before that, it was 7 or 8 minutes. And every time that there's the extra time, the action and the intensity increase, and I get more and more nervous. Gomez might need to try out for the basketball team because, man, he can get up there too.
Great hands.
Great hands and can jump up there. I do remember his brother coming in the comment section saying he should try out for the NFL.
You think he'd be open to it? I think so.
Look, he's got a strong leg. Now, there is a difference between kicking a soccer ball and a football, as that ball goes soaring into the stands.
We're now in plus time right here, about a minute in. Desperate push right here for both teams.
Oh, and a great
back heel.
Yeah, that was kind of something that you practice all the time, and the opportunity was there. If he was able to connect with that, Diaz was coming backside and would have had an opportunity.
He's still got some left in the tank, too. Not pressing as much as he was earlier, but they're force feeding him. That's great.
See Rodriguez out there out front. Oh, and a yellow card. And I believe that's going to go against Rodriguez. Within the first minute and a half of him checking into the match, he gets a yellow card. As a West Texas FC player is down.
Very delayed challenge. The ball comes off of bounce there. FC's player gets a head on it, and Rodriguez was just not in the right place for that challenge.
Of course, this yellow card is brought to you by Alliance Credit Union, for people not for profit. The player is still down. And now we're getting ready to get back to it. Again, these two teams will meet up again. The next match is coming, I believe, Saturday.
Right into the weekend.
Yeah. So you want to have your face in the place in Midland at West Texas FC July 8th to see these two teams battle it out for the second time.
It's not too late to get a ticket paid for. There's still time for that.
Yes, you got to just let the Matadors know that you're going and that you're interested in some tickets. And from what I understand, our owner, Hitch, will pay for you to go. Pay for the tickets, not pay for the gas for you to get there. Yeah,
not for the trip.
But we'll pay for the tickets, and that's because the fans make a difference.
That information is on the Matadors Facebook page. Any social media, really. Instagram, Facebook.
Right. Our comment section tonight is giving out some Oscars for some
best acting.
That's what they're saying. Great pass to the outside, trying to kick it back in, and he does. Really close to the net, and the Matadors are going to have to stand tall in defense, and they clear it.
Great job by Sam staying home on that one. A little bit of an overlapping run in the back heel. One of the better pushes for West Texas FC this game.
And again, we talked about playing against the wind. Right now, in this second half, West Texas FC is face to the wind, and so every time they're running, they're having to run into the wind. And by looking up here at the flags across the way, it's got to be about 20 miles per hour, maybe, John.
We call that a breeze in Lubbock.
It is.
Some places not.
Well, and I guess technically West Texas FC, they're used to it as well in the Midland, Odessa area. But if you're, I don't know, being born and raised here, John, I'm just used to it, man, I guess.
Oh, yeah. You can tell what kind of day it's going to be. Just based on.
Yeah, which way the wind's blowing? No, it's blowing from the north. It smells today. That ball is way up in the air, and it's going to be a throw-in. And you see the sense of urgency from both these teams in this little extra time period. Nobody's wanting to park the bus here. It's all gas, no brake. I'm glad I finally got that term down.
I'm glad you understand it.
El Dustico. Man, this is intense because there's a trophy on the line, and I believe it goes by goal differential at the end, and so
it's going to come down to Saturday is what's going to happen.
Yeah. Is the 8th Saturday? I believe so.
It is, yes. That's going to be a fantastic match. Just based off of what we've seen tonight, both sides not giving an inch.
No, and I can't rave about that back line of West Texas FC enough. They were able to shut down a really good Corinthians team, and through 95 minutes, they've been able to shut down the Matadors tonight. Oh, and a one-on-one opportunity. They got to get back on defense. Fires! Scores! West Texas FC scores in the 96th minute to give them a 1-0 lead. The celebration is on. Oh, man, and they're giving the Mozos a hard time. Gomez is going to talk to the official. Wow. In extra time.
A momentary lapse on the back line. Incredible through ball on the top of the box there on the left side. It was a 1v1 with Gomez, and that was one that you just did not want to see slip past, especially in the dying embers of the match.
And there's a yellow card being presented to West Texas FC. I want to say it's for the celebration that they had after the goal, and then instantly a West Texas FC player falls to his back right in front of their bench. What a goal.
Might be a little bit of gamesmanship going on here. Kind of running the clock. WTFC is also having another substitution coming in.
Wow, this has been an incredible game. The Jumbotron here still has not put the one goal up on the board. Now it's up. Gomez kicked it from the almost to the entire side. Coach Dominguez with his arms up in the air.
It's a little bit of friendly fire there.
And there is a player down for West Texas. Right in front of the goal. Did they make a collision there, John?
A small little run up underneath. WTFC's keeper, amazing hands there. Capturing that easily could have slipped in. Just running the clock, get a little bit of a late roll there, slow roll. That'll be it.
And that's it. The Matadors suffer their first loss of the season to the hand of their new rival. A goal coming 1 minute ago, and that was the dagger. And you still see some communication between the two teams. A lot of frustration. And these two teams will be back at it next week.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
John, on a night where the Matadors set an attendance record of 5,300, we're currently seeing a team for the first time this year celebrate on the home pitch of the Matadors. This is a unique feeling, but at the same time,
bittersweet, extremely bittersweet. More bitter than sweet, honestly.
I just know that this, if you're a Matador player, this will add a little fuel to your fire.
Oh, absolutely. The match day Saturday, not too far away from here. We saw the lineup changes coming into this one. There was just a level of higher competition. Fireworks going off right now.
Yeah, they're doing the fireworks show,
display.
of course.
Great display.
The fireworks are presented by Pepsi tonight, and so if we can get a camera on a tripod, pointed towards that, that'd be awesome to see. But John, in the 96th minute, the goal is what does it. It was a 1v1 with Gomez. A little lapse in, like you said, and a little lapse on the defensive side over there. But, man, this was a contested, highly energetic, and a battle for these two teams.
Not a result you want to see if you're Lubbock. For WTFC staying alive. Their playoffs hopes staying alive.
Yeah,
that shows the tenacity of the team, just staying in it. They got their counter opportunity like they are known for, and that's how you finish the match.
Well, and again, it's first seeding, and Coach Gilbert talked about it. You know, the teams that sit 1 through 4 in the final standings, all could be a coin flip, right? All these teams are so talented and so deserving of making the postseason if you're in the 1 through 4, and you didn't see much of a gap tonight, right? You saw a lot of opportunities between both teams, but it is a goal in the 96th minute that gives West Texas the win, and they're escaping Lubbock with a huge win.
One of my keys of victory was controlling the midfield. West Texas FC did it at the right moment. You see the crowd giving all the love to the home team.
Right, and this is something they do every game. They come into the stands and celebrate with the Mozos. Tonight, not much of a celebration, but a thank you. A thank you to the 5,300 fans that came to the match to see this team in their regular season finale against their new rival, West Texas FC, and you can tell right away.
What a rivalry. I'm glad this match went down to the wire like that.
I agree.
Now we have way more forward to look to for Saturday's match.
100%, yeah. And again, yeah, that you see the fiery-ness between these two teams. You know, I thought Fort Worth was going to be the big rival. I thought Brownsville after they came. But no,
Brownsville, that was about as chippy as it got up until now.
And tonight we saw a whole new level. And tip your cap to West Texas for coming in and withstanding the 5,300 fans and coming out here and putting on a show. And what a fun ball game to watch. But the Matadors come up on the wrong end of it for the first time this season and for the first time in like 15 or 16 matches.
We'll see major adjustments going into Saturday. Obviously, with the loss of Krogstad for now.
Right.
We saw the lack of athleticism and the lack of height, which as many corner kicks as Lubbock had in this one, 7 on the night, you hate to see that the ball's not going in the net because you don't have your star player in there climbing that ladder, getting up there, and excelling with everybody else.
So it was, apparently it was Tajay that put the final goal into the net, and it's kind of fitting.
Man.
It's kind of fitting because Tajay claimed to be our 75th subscriber on our channel during one of the matches earlier on this season.
Tajay, and then you twisted the knife on us like that?
Twisted the knife on us. But yeah, I think this is going to make Saturday even more and more anticipated match, and I can't wait for that. But we do have to give a signature stag man of the match for tonight. And John, I really want to give it to, it has to go to a Matador because we are the Lubbock Matadors broadcast. I do want to shine some shining stars onto some West Texas players. Their back line defensively was locked down the majority of the game.
Absolutely astounding.
Their goalkeeper made almost a handful of great saves, so you got to tip your cap to him.
A couple saves there. It's just with everything not going Lubbock's way in terms of putting the ball on target. With about 12 shots total, 5 shots on goal. Not enough effort from Lubbock. But the antithesis to that, West Texas playing fantastic defense in the back. Mucking it up for Lubbock, basically.
Well, and I like what the Matadors did defensively as well. There was a lot of great positive things that they did on the defensive side. For me, my man of the match for the Matadors is probably going to be Pablo Diaz.
Absolutely.
You pointed it out beginning. Anytime, specifically in the first half, if there was something happening on the offensive end for the Lubbock Matadors, number 17 was the one out in front trying to make it happen. And a lot of the opportunities that they were able to make were through him.
Great motor, great job exploiting the back three when it turned into the back three for West Texas. But again, bend don't break for West Texas FC and an incredible display of defense tonight. Absolutely love to see it. I used to be a defender. Absolutely love to see it.
So that's who we're going to go with. Pablo Diaz is our man of the match. We want to hear from you in the comment section. Who would you give it to tonight for the Lubbock Matadors? And we do, again, want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight. Still got 188 going strong. And we appreciate that and appreciate all the comments because they've been hilarious.
Y'all were wild tonight, comment section. Good job.
But remember, we got to be nice. There was some mean stuff said in there, and we got to be nice, right?
Hey, we're trying to be friendly.
Yeah. A classy broadcast. Great job by Best of Midland, Texas. Let us know if you're going to be there on Saturday, Best of Midland, because we'd love to. If I make it, John seems like he's like 100% locked in.
This is going to be awesome. What
yeah,
are you talking about?
I got 2 little kids, so that might be the reason why I might not be able to come, but we'd love to see that. But yeah, this was a really fun game, and it didn't go the right way for the Matadors, but at the end of the day, the fans got what they paid for, and it was a really good match against the new rival, El Dustico. Round 1 goes to West Texas FC.
I like that.
But round 2, who do you got? I'm excited to see come Saturday.
We'll see. It just depends on the lineup, all kinds of factors to play, and I'm just excited. I'm that much more excited for Saturday.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight again. For all of our new subscribers, you're the best. Every commenter.
195.
We loved you. Did we end it? Will you look real quick one final time? We're at 195. We want to thank everybody again, though. We love doing these broadcasts. We love being a part of this, and we can't do that without our awesome team. We're ending the night at 195.
197.
We're ending the night at 197, and we're so grateful. For our entire crew of the Lubbock Cooper Athletic Department, everybody behind the cameras, the directors, the audio engineers, they killed it tonight because without them, we wouldn't be on the stream. Again, though, until next time, July 11th, we got a date. 7:30, we'll be back. Number 1 Matadors hosting the number 4 seed. We want to see you back here or your face in the place because that's a big match. But until then, we hope you stay happy and healthy. And as always, go Matadors. We'll see you soon.
The Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, the Matador Soccer Club.